Hello. Oh wow, you guys are already here. Hello. Hello, Junior. Hello, man. Welcome. Yeah, we finally here. We're already at chapter 9 of the main story. Yeah. Also, Isolde Banner's coming out yesterday, and I already got her also because of with my luck. For some reason in reverse, I also got not only I got Isolde,
please,
but I also got Jay.
Want to catch a ride with me? Usually no
I
kids
got
allowed,
Jay
but...
and Isolde like in like at the same fucking poll, which is crazy luck. But yeah, so now I get to like use her to put the use her new skin.
No matter the time.
Beautiful. Okay. So we at chapter 9. Yeah, chapter 9. This is where we met Recoleta. Oh, it's your day off? Oh yeah, it's 19. It's November 19, which is your day off. I forgot about that. Oh damn, yeah. So more time for you to try to finish chapter 18 in PTN. I heard you all, I see you all have seen you already started. Have fun with that. I'm gonna say is that there's a lot of crying. There's gonna be a lot of crying. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. Oh, okay. We back with Soneto as our teammate now. A partner. Okay, prologue. Part 1 prologue. Our story began in the beginning March 22, 1991. Chapter 9, here we go. So the Platonic gears rule out new right and wrong, rose in the old instead. All men are dancer and their dread. Go to the barbarous clangers of a gong. 1919. Hello, biotech. Also playing Hoyo game too? Girl, you also got Wuthering Way going on too. Like, you have 4 games now. It's the final days of March and daylight hours of Ushuaia? Ushuaia? I don't know how to pronounce it, but maybe they're gonna pronounce it later so I can say it right. Are shrinking away. Past the busy season, the city is faded and quiet at this moment in a cafe of the end of the world. Conversation and laughter are sealed within the airtight glass dome. Recoleta!
Trabajé como guardabosques en un campamento en Cuernavaca. Ahí conocí a un poeta surrealista mexicano. Estaba especialmente agradecido de que estuviera ahí. Unos animales habían entrado al campamento y los ahuyenté por él. No fue gran cosa, en realidad. Como muestra de agradecimiento, me explicó esta extraña historia. Una que ocurrió en un pueblo del desierto de Sonora, llamado Amalfitano, en 1975. La gente ahí seguía una creencia muy poco ortodoxa, que giraba en torno al dado de Babilonia. Un día, una investigadora con una maleta llegó al pueblo. Vino a estudiar sus costumbres.
But we tried 5 games now, girl.
Para que una intelectual
5 games? That's crazy.
en un remoto asentamiento del desierto.
Do you plan on pulling for Charon tomorrow, or are you going to save up for next?
Little did she
I'm
know,
pulling Charon tomorrow.
this dusty old town and its peculiar custom would lead her down an entirely unexpected path.
I'm definitely going to pull Charon. If I don't lose 50-50 with him, we're good. Because it only took me like what? 1 pull, 110 pull to get Sentinel home. Which is also 110 pull for another guy as well. So if I get 110 pulls again to get Charon, then we're good. But yeah. Okay. Recollect that.
Hold
Oh,
on. Sorry
her
to
design.
interrupt, Recoleta. Does this researcher have a name? She could be Nora, Joanna, or Teresa. Any name, really. I feel like you want people focusing on this story, not keeping track of who's who.
Confusion and shock intertwine on the storyteller face.
Thank you for your advice. But she isn't a Nora, or a Joanna, or a Teresa. She's just herself. A paracausality researcher.
You see that look? She's halfway to eating you alive. Face it, Maria. She wouldn't be the loca we know if she listened to anyone.
Ah, alright. So you didn't like the opening. Fine. I'll come up with something new. Maybe I'll start with a bit of exposition on the Die of Babylon, beginning with its origins as a secret relic created by an Aztec priest, imprisoned by the conquistadores.
I feel like Recoleta and Raven from PTN would get along so well. Because Raven is literally like a journalist and also a poem writer. So I think like Recoleta and Raven will get along really well. The mysterious Die origins never get a continuation, but as her story is interrupted a second time.
I don't know if that's going to do much, hermana. I'm beginning to think we'll never figure out what you're trying to say with this novel. And, well... and this isn't your fault.
Ay, Dios. Just tell her, Maria. We're going back to Buenos Aires.
¿De vuelta a Buenos Aires? ¿De repente? ¿Así? ¿Sin más? Pancho, Maria, what's going on? Did I do something wrong during our travels?
The storyteller eyes her companion for the last 2 months, searching for reasons.
Ah, see. I know what it is. I've bored you with my constant rambling over this novel.
No, Recoleta. It's got nothing to do with your novel.
Don't you get it? We're flat broke.
Damn, that's so real.
Why do you think we're stuck here scrubbing tables?
Man slammed his damn washcloths on the table to emphasize his point. His voice breaks the illusion of silence in the cafe.
Because we can't pay for all the mate we've been drinking.
That wasn't a question, Regoleta. We've crossed the continent, crashed the readings of all those prestigious poets, and lived the way a real artist should. And, I admit it, it's been just as amazing as you promised.
Recoleta being a failed writer is funny to me, God bless. I'm sure she's doing well later on. You know? Like when you're starting something, right, you're always gonna fail before you manage to, you know, get success out of it. That's how life works. Like you at first you're gonna fail sometime, right? And then later you're gonna you find your success later on. I have a 6 for now until tomorrow and save up for Charon. Okay. I got like what? 10k gems to pull Charon. So yeah, I think I'm good.
But we can't go on living like this.
You know that we both care about you, and we believe in your novel too. I'd be lying if I said this journey meant nothing to me. Getting to ride around the continent on a motorcycle like Che Guevara himself? I never could have imagined I'd get the chance to go on an adventure like this. We got to live the dream.
A real dream. Except for those days when the motorcycle broke down. Though that was a real tribute to Che's journey too.
Don't tease, Pancho. Recoleta, since you invited us to join the Visceral Realists, we've both found amazing new ways to channel our inner poetry. Even though I still don't understand what in the world you're trying to say with your novel, or for that matter, what visceral realism actually is.
Maria, Pancho.
You told us not to worry about the definitions, to feel and to live in our words. We did just as you said, and it felt great. But
You look out as Ishuaia feeling a chill. I'm waiting for them to pronounce the name, bro. I don't want to butcher the name. Snowfall from the dimming sky. The season is shifting. Soon gray and white will blanket the colorful houses of the desolate land.
ahora el frío del invierno se instala. Y lo único que parece importante es ese pequeño pueblo ficticio.
10k should be enough for Karen. Yeah, literally. How you would love Wattpad? Oh my god, now you mention it, man. I think Recoleta would spend the entire day trying to like writing on Wattpad. Oh, that'd be so funny. Just her spending her entire day trying to write out story in Wattpad. Fun fact, visceral realism is an actual real movement. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of stuff in this game that like based on like real historical figures and some shit I never heard of, which is really fascinating to me. Storytellers think back again their accusation, searching for words.
I appreciate your honesty, amigos. I was worried the problem was much worse than all that. Winter here isn't as dreadful as you think, and I know just the place to keep us warm. It was 1520. Arcanist Ferdinand Magellan sailed across unfamiliar waters under orders from the Spanish crown. Over the vast gray sea, he saw spots of light in the distance. An island. He named it Tierra del Fuego.
Oh, that's
For
the
next 400
island from
years,
previous
Ushuaia
chapter.
faithfully served its role at the end of the world. It became the continent's penal colony, and its largest building even served as a prison. Many arcanists were exiled there. By the turn of the century, the arcanist hunt had reached its peak, and the Comala Sanatorium was built. Well, as you may already know, at that time, most arcanists were believed to be victims of madness. The sanatorium was their ship of fools. However, as people began to realize that arcanist blood wasn't a guarantee of madness, fewer and fewer were imprisoned there. By 1947, it was officially closed. Until the 1970s, when a group of people from the National Foucault Studies Association returned to the island with new ideas for the location. They spoke in abstract terms and opaque theories that no one could understand. They rebuilt this place and gave it a new name. After a long period of construction, the Comala Sanatorium became a prison once more, one designed to hold arcanist criminals. They were taken from the streets and the psychiatric clinics, from secret societies and rebel groups. Any arcanist deemed mentally or socially unfit would be locked away there. This association claimed the inmates would receive the best treatment, and they would fully recover before being returned to society.
So it's literally
A prison,
NPCC.
a medical lab, a sanatorium. Call it whatever you want. That is what Comala is today.
It's literally NPCC. Where
And we
like
could
they
spend
put
the whole
sinners
winter there.
in.
It'd probably be the easiest winter we've ever had.
All that it requires is a little bit of acting.
They broke and girl like, nah, it's not that bad. Like, yeah.
It won't be hard to pass ourselves off as a bunch of unstable crackpots. A touch of madness comes parceled with the gifts of being an arcanist.
That's your brilliant idea? To get us locked up in an asylum?
Girl's like, let's go there.
You understand we'd be prisoners there, don't you? It's not like we get to put our feet up and relax by a fire.
Recoletta's like, you know what, guy? Let's go to the prison. It's gonna be fun. Oh my god. Oh, increasing agitated companion turns their head aside, catching to faint outline of patrolling gendarme through the frosted window.
You want to go to jail? Well, see that man over there? Go greet him with a punch to the jaw, then you'll be set for the whole winter.
It sounds like a good idea.
Recoleta, please. We're not messing with the Gendarmeria. We're going to my Aunt Julia's. She said she could take us in at her vineyard up north near the capital. Well, it's harvest season. They could use all the help they can get.
Literally NPCC, but they don't have anyone as kind as Cheap there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like NPCC, right? But without Cheap. Like Cheap is the one that put like putting shit together. Like without her, that fucking prison would be like on riot 24/7. It so happen I have a character from this chapter. Okay. No sign of danger, yeah. Because I may actually belong in prison. It's crazy that her suggestion to like, guys, let's go to this prison. It's gonna be fun. Like, why though? Why is that the first idea of going to a trip?
We'll return to Ushuaia next year. Or when the winter has passed. It'll still be great.
Recollect the expression is as cold as the make tea on the table.
I hear you, amigos. But respectfully, I must turn down your offer. This has been more than just a road trip for me. I know sticking around here for the winter won't be easy. But this could be my last chance. What if things change again? I can't just wait for spring.
Recoleta.
What did I tell you, Maria? She never listens. Wasting your breath. Adios, Recoleta. I don't think we'll meet again.
Andrew apologized with words freeze in his mouth.
Mierda! Those gendarmes are looking straight at us.
Uh-oh.
What?
The cafe door swing open. There's some cold air and dampness sweep through the room. Recoleta hair string up on end with the chill as she turned to face the door.
Stop right there. You three match the descriptions of some intruders at the poetry meeting in Casa Pionera.
But that's not good. Recoleta planned a response only to hear the screaming sound of her companion bolting away out of the back door. Wow, they snitching. They always like, okay, bye, without her.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Those guys like, okay, bye. Just literally like yeet themselves out, and then like Recoleta just standing there like, wow. Okay, we keep my team as what it is.
Wait for the...
Sterilize.
Okay. She's a writer, to be fair, so she's just kind of jobless. And you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
Voltarti indietro. You see it coming.
Overkill.
It's already over?
Overkill team that I ever had right now. Oh. The Damas are left behind in the cold, but the flustered young rider still dare not to stop running. The papers! Until she stumbled on a patch of wet and mushy snow.
Oh, gracias a Dios. Creo que los perdimos.
Well, thank God, I think I lost them.
Are you alright?
Burton!
Ah, gracias. Better to kiss the ground than kiss the gendarme's boots, if one must choose. Wait a second. Doris, is that you?
Oh shit! So she thought Burton is Erd. Oh wait, so she know Erd?
Funny how life moves in circles and puts an old friend in my path. How have you been? Are you paying another visit to Kamala?
Girl, it's not Erd, it's actually Burton.
Doris.
The name falling from the sky, offered by a girl just face planted and cannot see the figure before her.
Timekeeper. Could she mean her, Dr. Doris?
Soneto, hi, welcome back to the main story, girl. We missed you.
Was I mistaken?
Oh man. She wiped the snow from her face, still dizzy. She made out the stranger before her. The vision clear. It's become apparent that the face is not a perfect loop. At least the person holding the suitcase in front of her is not the same woman she met before.
That's strange. I've never seen two people so alike.
Maybe because that's her daughter. I'm just theorizing right now. I still think that
Please, forgive me. It's
Burton is her daughter.
No need to apologize. In fact, the person you just mentioned sounds like someone we're looking for.
Yep.
Could you tell me where you last saw her?
Sure, Excuse me.
Uh-oh. I should call.
You're not from around here, are you? Your accents and those clothes give you away. Come with me. I know a warmer place to talk.
Okie dokie. And a prologue. Wow. Got more stuff.
The moment armies start to march, the world stands still.
What am I missing, Jet? To be fair, I would have run away too. Who knows? Maybe Recollect trying to help us into jail. Chapter 5 soundtrack is actually a banger. Oh, okay. I can't wait to hear more then. Wilton and Doris being similar looking actually add up, unlike game trying to make us feel like Carson and Duncan. Yeah, I'm still so confused why people think that Duncan and Mr. Carson look exactly the same. I don't know how. I don't see it. But I do see the similar like feature with like Burton and Earth. Because they both have the same hair color and stuff, you know? And then again, everybody's right now, when they met Burton, they would say, oh my god, is that Doris? Like recollect that? Just mistake Burton. That's Earth.
You fight or fall back. Charge forward or run. Those are the only rules on the battlefield. I don't see a start time on this report, nor does it state the reason for or the demands of this war.
Because war hasn't started yet, because war weighs a paper and pen.
Ah, a literary war. Indeed, the violence acted upon words is often just as devastating as an order on a battlefield.
Ain't that the truth?
Words must fulfill their duties to their creators, just as soldiers must answer to their commanders.
I don't see how this related to what's happening now.
You don't? The young writers have all been exiled, sent down a path with no signs to follow and no destination. In dark days of bloody conflict, soldiers often find comfort in scriptures and verses, or in letters from their loved ones. They hold those words close, a fragile piece of home, a brief solace from the roaring of the battlefield. But as they fall one by one, they learn the bitter truth. No destiny awaits them but death. That bitter homesickness still weighing heavy in their hearts.
I hope they can at least find some peace in their dream.
In dreams? Maybe. Walking the streets of your hometown, spending a lazy afternoon at the writing desk. Dreams can take you anywhere. But live there too long, and the lines between fiction and reality will blur. And soon, you'll never wake up again. Soldiers crawl through trenches, roll in the mud, and charge to their deaths again and again, while words are forever trapped within the confines of poetry, made to live, die, and live again under the golden prophecy. Ugh, I can't stand the way poets talk.
Wow, okay. Authority is always so flexible. Okay, that's a report. More report. My God, there's so many. Okay. Up to modern circle. A ring that closed on itself. That is far from enough to define the action of fate. Damn, biggest. The video game biggest gaslighting moment? Yeah.
According to these news reports from Ushuaia, there was an arcane attack on the pier about a week ago. All the ships in the port were destroyed. Could Manus Vindictae be responsible for this? Or perhaps the Xeno rebels?
Maybe both.
Hard to say. But things have been suspiciously quiet these past few days. I had been hoping we'd find some clues here in Ushuaia, after we lost track of the Manus in the Free Breeze shipwreck. They would have gone to ground somewhere remote and off the radar. Indeed, it's possible they've already left Ushuaia. For whatever reason, it seems they haven't been pushing for the storm to happen quite as eagerly as before. I have a strange feeling about it all. They're definitely up to something.
They always, like, the man and Vindicta is always up to something. Every single time.
For now, it seems our new friend's story lines up with the intel from Moth. It seems the Xeno rebels really did bring Dr. Dorez here. We should see if there's anything more she can tell us.
Timekeeper.
The chief assistant hesitates.
The Foundation doesn't have any intelligence on Tierra del Fuego. If the Manus really are here, then we'll be on our own. The closest Foundation branch is in Buenos Aires, 3,200 kilometers away.
Wow. You reflect without words, a reminder that chaos caused by Igor rebellion is still fresh.
Careful and well considered as ever, Soneto. It's possible they've already infiltrated Ushuaia, just as they did in Chisos. But the Xeno rebels may still be holding Dorez. We can't just wait around. I'm afraid we'll have to take the risk. Ushuaia is not very big. If Manus Vindictae is here, we'll notice. Stay sharp.
Understood, Timekeeper. I'll keep an eye out for them and for Dr. Dorez.
After a chaotic continent escape, the cafe regained its usual peace. The Gendarmes are gone, and so too are recollected companions.
My friends. They're really gone. Adios, Recoleta. I don't think we'll meet again. So that's all I get? We could have exchanged some farewell poems, read them out loud like we used to, and shed a few bitter tears over our heartfelt goodbyes. But you know what they say. Goodbyes are only a senseless feast of unhappiness.
Pardon?
Pardon?
Oh, it's nothing. Never mind. Please, sit down. And could we get a pot of mate with mint, please?
Thank you.
Recoleta watches with interest as two girls take the offered cup of tea.
So you're looking for Doris?
Yes.
I can tell she's important to you from your look.
Correct. Is there anything more you could tell us about the day you met her?
Of course. It was one of those gray, overcast afternoons.
Oh, here we go. Flashback.
I had just turned onto Calle Bolivar when I ran into this blind woman on my way to the post office. To be exact, I didn't run into her. She called to me. It felt like a sacred moment in time, like something unworldly. I just stood there, frozen, as she walked up and fixed a loose thread on my sweater. I stared at her until my fingers went numb, and the letter almost slipped out of my hand.
Miss, could you tell me what's in that direction?
I followed her hand as she pointed forward. Strangely, even though I could see she was blind, I had a feeling that she knew exactly where she was pointing and where she intended to go.
That's the way to Comala prison, Señora. Is that where you're headed? I could walk you there if you'd like.
Thank you, miss. But I think I found my way.
Recoleta doesn't get those guys will tie her ass. I don't have Recoleta, so you can take a guess who I have. Oh, I guess you have that guy with the red hair, Owlep, right?
She held a typewriter. How ironic that God would give her, at once, both books and night.
I am Recoleta. What may I call you, miss? I hope you don't mind me asking, Señora. I didn't mean to pry. It's only that I have to know. You're a writer too, aren't you? I've been working on a novel and, for some reason, I have this feeling you could be a character in it. Forgive me. I'm just so excited. I really want to remember this moment. Please, may I have your name? Or whatever you'd like me to call you?
I don't think I'll ever forget her smile.
Aww.
It was soft, kind, almost merciful. And oddly, it felt so ancient.
Because she survived the storms so many times now.
No offense taken, Miss Recoleta. But first, I have a question for you. What does literature mean to you?
Sorry? What a question it was. I wasn't expecting anything like it.
You're a writer, are you not? And one I sense with purpose. Tell me, where does such powerful motivation come from?
Actually, well, I'm not sure, Señora. I have my pursuits and questions, but literature is neither the goal nor the answer to them. Literature is, well, it's just literature. I suppose if I had to define it, I'd say it's a tool. A kindling for fire, or a lens to see through. A means to explore and raise questions from different angles and express our perspectives.
And what an interesting perspective you've expressed. I see. But how does literature make you feel?
As though I'm a kid looking through a kaleidoscope for the first time. Well, maybe that's not the best way to put it. Perhaps something a little more subtle. Just when I was looking for the right word, she turned away with a little wave, heading toward the prison, her feet crunching over the fine snow.
What's she heading there?
So she must have gone to the prison.
When did all of this happen?
About 3 days ago. I remember the sun came out for a while that day, and the streets were glistening with melting snow. You've heard of Comala Prison, haven't you?
What about would the question turn from an invocation into declaration?
3 days ago. Then we may be able to catch up with her there, Timekeeper.
You're right. We need to get there as soon as we can.
Whoa, amazing. So decisive, assertive. A true show of character.
Recolette is like, oh my god, this person is so cool.
You must be the very archetype of a charismatic leader. What's left to say? Whenever the protagonist has what they want fall into their laps, we're all quick to complain about lazy writers using Deus Ex Machina to keep the story together. So let's not dwell on it.
My god, what a nerd. She really described. Is this what it's like to be a fanfic writer? Like, I know she's not one, but like, could you imagine like fanfic writer have to like trying to write the most like beautiful story that doesn't have to be does not suck? He reconciled his observation with a silent nod to an unseen author.
But anything can happen in a place like Ushuaia. It's a city where the day may only last 4 hours, and the streets are full of exiled arcanists.
Not just fanfiction, like writers in general. When they writing the book, right? Yeah.
We appreciate your help, Miss
Recoleta, please think nothing of it.
Okay.
Miss Recoleta. I'm Vertin, and this is Sonetto. We're investigators from the St. Pavlo Foundation.
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Glad that I could help. But listen, ladies.
Girls winked playfully.
Everything happens for a reason, and now it's becoming clear. You're going to Comala Prison, and so am I.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe it's fate that brought us together.
What's your business there? If you don't mind our asking.
Oh, it's a writer's mission. But anyway, we're friends now. If you're going to Comala, you'll need someone who knows the way.
Okay, girl. Let's go to the fucking prison. Oh, man. She realized Recolette was going to be pretentious, so she ran away. Oh. Man. You're so excited for prison life? Damn, yeah. She's like, oh my god, finally! Someone finally go with me to prison. Oh, man. I love her. I love her already. The place that time for God, part 3. Excellent. Everything is going according to plan. Fate will not be reviewed as hard, at least for now. What's going on? That sounds very threatening. Is that everything according to plan? Like, what do you mean? Comala Prison. A great ripple red wings through the frostbiting earth, disappearing into the distant horizon. Neat yet deliberated circular complex stand alone beneath the snow-capped mountains, as if abandoned by God, humanity, and ghosts alike. Outside the fence, 3 uninvited guests discuss their plan to get inside. That's us.
Behold, Comala Prison. It's the biggest building around. When the sun comes out, it looks like a rusty button stitched into the earth. Everyone tries not to pay attention to it, but it's undoubtedly one of the most important places in town. This way. Careful. We're heading uphill. Oops!
The young rider began to slip again. She's prevented only by Sonetto's quick reflexes. Sonetto saved the day again.
My new friends, you're from that St. Palominos?
No, girl, is St. Pavlov?
St. Pavlov Foundation.
Yep.
And Vertin is the timekeeper there.
Ah, very impressive. Sounds all official and polished. Then I take it you've already got away into the prison?
A gay present and an own welcome face to the world.
I'll draft a letter to headquarters right away. Once they approve it, they'll notify the local branch in Buenos Aires. From there, they'll need to inform the Argentine government, who will then issue us a permit.
Excellent. Looks like our bureaucrats still have some worth. No offense intended, of course.
Since we're pressed for time, I believe we can ask that headquarters give high priority to our request. If all goes well, we should have the permit in about a month.
Ah, how expedient of them. But you know what? Maybe we shouldn't bother all those hard-working government officials with these trifling matters after all.
Oh man. Oh, Recollect basically say, you know what? How about let's not waiting a month? How about we just go in now? Oh man. You just make a street pile-up sound Spanish. Damn, yeah. She's just like, you know what? Let's not wait until a month. How about we just go in now? Just sneaking in. Isn't it return to our previous judgment?
I have a simpler solution that suits the urgency of our cause.
Okay, what's your plan, girl?
That sounds great. Oh, where are you going, Miss Recoleta?
Uh-oh, is she going to sneak in? Yep. She's sneaking in. Before anyone can stop her, the young rider hurls herself up the wall, scaling the side with some sort of skill that immediately suggests she's done this before.
To the other side of the wall, of course. From Guadalajara to Ushuaia. There has yet to be a wall that could stop me.
So you climb up to the fence. Oh, okay.
Come on, ladies of the Foundation. Soneto, take my hand.
Did I look utterly flustered?
Miss Recoleta, please. A reckless act like that could have serious consequences. Please come back down. In fact, while the details of our mission are classified, I should warn you it may be dangerous, and we cannot guarantee your safety once we're inside. Perhaps it's in your best interest to return to town.
What? That is definitely not in my best interest. What sort of pusillanimous coward would I be if I just abandoned my fated companions here? Of course I'm going in with you. Or rather, you're coming with me.
Please get down, Miss Recoleta. Someone's coming our way.
God, man, I love her. On the other side of the prison fence, a predator gaze locked into the figure perched on the wall.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing?
Uh-oh. Nothing. You don't see nothing. You see nothing.
It's her again. The jailer of Comala.
Did she say jailer or jaguar?
It's jailer. It's jailer, Soneto. We're gonna go to jail. Okay. Wow, it's also jaguar? I thought Soneto was kidding.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. Now is the time for repentance.
Can I give everyone a ride on my back?
Miss Recoleta, haven't I made myself clear? I don't want to see you here again.
Wow, I thought Soneto was kidding. Is an actual talking jaguar. Oh my god.
Jailer, we meet again. What a delightful encounter on such a...
A sudden gust of cold wind interrupts her.
lovely day.
Lovely day.
Would you please just leave this place alone? I'll never understand why a promising young woman like you keeps snooping around a prison.
I love how like the whole reverse universe. It's just that we have Arcanus, and then we have like what? Talking apple, and then a talking apple, a talking squirrel, a floating mirror, and a freaking UFO. And then what? Like a ship inside of a bottle, a talking animal, and then we have like a, and now we have like a jaguar guarding as a police, like guarding the jail. What a unique universe that that reverse have right now. It's just amazing.
I can't make this any clearer. Trying to break into Comala will do nothing to get you inside, but it will get you into a world of trouble with the Gendarmeria. So, will you stop these senseless breaking attempts? Comala prison is only accessible to academic researchers and journalists, and even they must have official credentials in order to enter.
Isn't there any other way to pay a visit? I truly do need to get in there.
By going in the normal way, recollect that. We cannot breaking the law by climbing in. Need rack a brain for a plausible excuse.
Sorry to interrupt, but did you just say official credentials?
Yes, you heard me right. And you are?
We from the Foundation.
I'm the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation. My assistant and I are here to visit Kamala Prison on official orders from the Foundation. Here, this is my ID.
There we go. Zanetto, why are you blushing? What's going on? The thought of lying, Zanetto lips failed to open for even a quick. She go lost red and embarrassed. Oh my god. Do the prison fence a general exam appeal? She take the ID in her sizable paw. It is at least a very presentable looking car, boldly stamped with the seal of the Street Pavlov Foundation.
This is indeed legitimate.
Remember.
Welcome to Kamala Prison. Apologies for my earlier behavior. It's been a while since we've had any official visitors.
No worries. And we in. That was easy. Fucking Jaguar love it, right? Jaguar look completely fed up. No. she just tired of break a lot of shit. Just breaking the law. Yeah, I love this universe. Like we have so much like talking animal and stuff in reverse, right? And then while in PTN we have sinners, but all not just regular sinners, right? Now we have like what? Cthulhu monster like Shin, like a tentacle like creature and stuff, and we also have like Wish now. The Wish Sinners is not coming out yet, by the way. I think it's like next year, and she is like Halloween event. So yeah, now we have a lot of new type of sinners that's not even human. Part 4, Kamala's colors for drifters. They stay behind an iron barred window can feel like it's just another stretch of desert. Kamala colors.
Día tras día, la investigadora de paracausalidad se escondía en la naturaleza fuera del pueblo de Amalfitano, estudiando los datos que había recolectado.
Okay. Day after day, the casualty researcher hid away in the wilderness outside the town of Amalfitano, studying the data she had collected.
Una tarde, al anochecer, una voz llamó desde fuera de su cueva. Ella dejó el equipo y las cintas y salió afuera. Un hombre estaba de pie, curioso, frente a su puerta.
¿Qué haces aquí? Preguntó, levantando ambas cejas. Nada sucede en Amalfitano en estos días.
I'm just reading
El
quietly.
local se presentó
The text went by
como el
so fast.
empleado del banco. Probablemente tenía la cara más amable del lugar. Ojos brillantes, mejillas levantadas, una mandíbula suave. Era una cara llena de esperanza. La investigadora le mostró los espectros que había estado recopilando. He estado recolectando historias sobre el dado, explicó. Quizás ellos contienen la clave para explicar la aleatoriedad que muestra el destino. Ah, eso realmente me intriga, respondió rápidamente el empleado del banco. Me encantaría escuchar todo sobre eso, pero debo irme. No debo llegar tarde al funeral del pescador de dunas. Y con eso se fue. 3 días después, los mismos pasos regresaron a su cueva. ¿Volviste? ¿Cómo has estado? ¿Lograste llegar al funeral? Preguntó. No tengo idea de lo que estás hablando, respondió de manera cortante. No soy el hombre que crees que soy. Su rostro estaba agotado y demacrado, sus ojos hundidos profundamente en huecos vacíos. Era como si toda chispa de vida le hubiera sido arrancada, dejándolo solo con una cáscara vacía. La investigadora insistió que no se había equivocado. Conozco a las personas por su naturaleza más profunda, hasta la sincronización de sus espectros. Nunca me he equivocado antes. Lo que tú digas, el hombre murmuró de manera áspera. No entiendo nada de tus ideas tan elevadas. Solo déjame ir. Ha sido un largo día de pesca y lo único que quiero ahora es desplomarme en mi cama tambaleante. Se alejó con pasos que sonaban exactamente como los del empleado del banco.
Oh, we're here.
As you might have noticed, Miss Burton, this facility isn't just a prison. It's also a research center. Its full name is the Panopticon of Comala. It was established by the Foucault Association in 1975. We've hosted workshops, academic sessions, and even lectures about the Panopticon. You may even have seen some reports about it. Experts of psychoanalysis and scholars from various fields have come here to exchange ideas and seek collaboration in their studies. In many ways, the Panopticon is unlike any other prison you've seen before.
I see. No wonder Miss Recoleta has gone to such lengths to become a part of it. Actually, my assistant and I are here to inquire about a prisoner named Doris. Does that name sound familiar?
Lovely art, man. Okay, we're here.
Not that I recall. Could she have used a different name? What does she look like?
I'm sorry, but like the background right now is giving fucking Dreamcore. You know what? Like the pool. You guys don't play like Backroom and like liminal space horror game. It's giving me that kind of vibe when you play like Dreamcore or some game like that. It's literally remind me of this in the background.
She'd have arrived here about 3 days ago. It's also possible that she came as a visitor, not a prisoner.
It's like freaking Burton and her friend got fucking stuck in a liminal space. I'm sorry that the background is giving me so much liminal space horror game. That's why I was like, it looks so funny.
She's a blind woman who always carries an old typewriter. She used to be a doctor at the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence in Brazil. And on the subject of different names, she once wrote for Utu under the name Erd.
I don't think I've seen anyone fitting that description. And as I said, we haven't had any visitors in some time. Certainly not in the last 3 days.
Interesting. Wait, so she's not here. Yeah, she's not here. Weird.
But I did see her. I saw her walking towards Comala prison.
Someone must have mixed up their memories. Simply put, I don't recall seeing anyone by that name or with that description here.
I see. Thank you, miss. Perhaps we made a mistake.
So weird. Like if she not go to this place, then where is she going? It seems that her current line of questioning is now going nowhere. She shifts towards a different topic.
Miss Recoleta, you've gone to great lengths to get into the Panopticon. Would you mind telling us why?
Finally! I've been waiting for you to ask.
Oh no. She'll be like talking forever.
Pen pal in Comala.
Okay, so writing journalist style.
Pen pal? In here?
Yes. 6 months ago, I went to a book exhibition in Guadalajara and came across the contact details of a few writers. I sent them my novel and asked for feedback.
The thing about Spanish here is also the apology for messing up language in chapter 8, because chapter 8 they have Brazilians speaking Spanish, which is wrong because they speaking Portuguese. So they did reduce some. Oh, okay. Huh. The more you know. I didn't even know they messed up big time. So where should go after the meeting? We will find out, hopefully.
Looking back, it was a bit forward, but nothing unheard of between writers. A lot of friendships start through letters, you see. And Aleph wrote back.
Aleph! Recoleta produced a thick stack of stack of letters from her coat. The recipient address changes with each letter, reflecting a turbulent lifestyle and wandering writer. At the sender address is eternally constant, Kamala.
And how much do you know about this pen pal of yours?
Oh, well, he calls himself Aleph, which is a grammatically masculine word, so...
So you assume Aleph is a man?
I mean, is he? But, like, I mean, he looked masculine, so he's a man, right? He's a man. A reasonable suspicion, but in her experience, never a certainty.
Yes, he's probably a poet, a writer, perhaps even an alchemist. He's one of the brightest people I know. There's never been a question that he couldn't answer.
Okay, so Recoleta did not see what Aleph looked like, but I've seen him. He looks scary, but I can see why so many people simming for him. So Recoleta girl, I don't think he's a poet writer.
I've asked him about religion, politics, history, potions, even critters in length and breadth. Can you imagine someone who knows all those things and so extensively too? And he helped me with my novel. He always seems to know the best ways to bring my characters to life. Honestly, he's so insightful. I've begun wondering if he's omniscient. With his help, my story grew richer and fuller, like a well-tended plant. Strangely, can't seem to take it any further now. It's as if the roots have been sapped of their strength. I couldn't understand why. So, I resolved that I would see him in person to find out.
Again with this story about your uncanny pen pal. I've already told you 12 times. It's all very moving, but it still doesn't justify your actions. Writers experience mental blocks all the time, yet you don't see them trying to break into a prison over it.
Damn, got caught out by a jaguar.
She does have a point. Please, Burden, jailer, have a little mercy, will you?
Got caught out left and right.
Hold on. I've been meaning to ask. Why are you only calling her jailer? Don't you know her name? Or do you just prefer addressing people by their occupation?
Oh, about that.
Unexpectedly, it's a jaguar herself that speak up.
It's okay, Miss Burton. I don't mind being called by my job title. I take pride in what I do.
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine with just being the jailer.
Exactly. A researcher is a researcher, and a jailer is a jailer. Titles and code names often tell us more about people than their ordinary given names, don't you think? Take Sonetto, for example. Your name comes from sonnets, doesn't it? That great poetic form from Italy. Some people mistakenly think Shakespeare invented it. Some say it was Petrarca, though no one really knows when the first sonnet was written. Sorry, I'm straying from my point. You're Italian, aren't you, Sonetto? Is that your real name, or just a code name? Were your parents poets?
As much as I'd like to be able to answer your question, I never knew my parents.
Oh, ouch. Maybe let's not asking scenario. That's like what. Oh.
My earliest memories were of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind. I've lived there since I was a small child.
My apologies. That was thoughtless of me.
Oh yeah, that was awkward, girl. What? Let's see. What did you just call Asa? To be fair, Virgin mid-Marcus, which is a masculine name, she turned out to be a woman, so Virgin is right. I mean, you know what? Fair. That's a fair, yeah, I have to agree. Yeah, that's fair enough, fair enough. I remember her being caught out and Virgin being woke. We can't assume. That's true. Well, Virgin love it. Yeah, Virgin need to say woke, man. Gonna love woke Virgin. Maybe different writers have different way of creative about their mental block. Yeah.
It's fine. You meant no ill intent, I'm sure. Timekeeper, if Miss Recoleta was right about Dr. Doris's whereabouts, perhaps the jailer is keeping things from us. Or perhaps Dr. Doris visited the Panopticon without her knowledge. Either way, we need to do some digging here.
I agree. Let's see if we can talk to some of the inmates and find out what they know.
I just can't stop thinking about this freaking background. It's reminding me somewhat of Liminal Space, bro. Every single time. It's giving Liminal Space horror every time I look at it. It's like Virgin and her friend got stuck in the freaking back room in Liminal Space.
Ladies, we're about to enter the main hall of the Panopticon.
Okay.
This is one of the places where the inmates spend their recreation time. At this hour, they are supposed to be in their cells. But what's all that noise?
The jailer seems to be tense with apparently unusual amount of noise.
Miss Burton, could you keep an eye on Recoleta if anything happens?
No worries. We make sure she's not gonna cause any trouble. Recoleta tries her best to avoid the harsh stare of the feline jailer by blending into the Foundation team.
What do you take me for? I'm not going to run away. That'd be a pretty cheesy way to start a story.
Please, just stay close to me.
My, okay. I think at least horror is supposed to be intentional. Yeah. Even they have like a little bar, like a little bar here. Like even in some of the liminal space horror game I play, they have the same freaking bar in this one, which is like all I can think about is that Virgin and her friend just somehow trapped in the back room and just trying to get out. Okay. Like even the freaking map, like it's all liminal space thing, like a pool. Crazy, right? Look at this. Okay. Perhaps the pen pal you never see is the one you truly need. Ah, okay. So many. Darkness had no form. The ever-shifting gaze seep into every crevice. Enter the darkness. What's this? Oh, look like we got a new arrival. It's pitch black in here. And be sure she's new just yet. Hey there. Welcome to La Soledad de Potes, the Las Americas. Oh my god, I'm butchering the freaking Spanish language. I'm so sorry. Or maybe she's one of those who broke out and came back of her own accord. Being quiet, huh? I get it. This must be a sacred moment for you. A return to the darkness. I mean it's Earth. Textures she felt on her way here do not match the words she just heard. Guided by her keen hearing, she paused mid-step in what seemed to be a reasonably open space. The room fell into silence like the longest minute in human history. Are you still there? A faint cough, a heap of sigh in the darkness. Pardon me, but have we met before? This is my first time in this prison as far as I can call. So she is here! Oh, hello, who is this? That's a strange thing to say. Prison. When the last time we heard someone say that back when the narrators was published? Wait, you are some ancient ghost here in pursuit of realism, aren't you? Are you? There is a theatrical flares in her voice. Oh, hello. Rusty gate, pitch black cell, prison. Bar for exchanging letters. A peaceful and secure place. No, we don't know you. The three of them are spaces far enough apart to barely make out each other's face in the dark. It's a weird. Wow, okay. What a wonderful example, Gracias. Exactly. It's all depends on how you choose to see the world, my new friend. Garcia. Oh, I said it wrong. It's not Gracia, it's Garcia. I swear to God, I don't have dyslexia, y'all. I swear I don't have it. Garcia. Roberta, we don't have much time. This might be the most important gathering of the month. No, maybe even of the year. You're right, Garcia. At this moment, nothing more important. And the salon the dealers has so carefully prepared. You should focus on sorting out those manuscripts first. Pardon the interruption, but I asked why your organization is called... I'm not gonna pronounce it. I'm not gonna butcher this. I assume isn't it simply due to geography? Don't worry, Senora. We make it a point to introduce our society to every news friends. But now, isn't it quite the time? After salon, and we'll ask the jailer about your accommodation. Wait a minute. Roberta, your eyes are well adjusted to the dark. Use them. Neither a newcomer nor a returnee. She's a blind woman. Please forgive Garcia's rudeness, Senora. A sensory limitation can sometimes bring sharper intuition in that colorful world of the mind. I'm sure what you see is even more beautiful than reality. But if you weren't bought in by the physician, then why are you here? She tried to construct a fiction in her mind, something that could justify the surreal nature of her arrival. We outside again. From the humid trade wind of Sao Paulo to crashing surf with the cliff, now this strange land, leaving for the first time with nothing but cold silence. Miss Grace! Wait, is she in, what's her name? From Route 77? Kaya? Is Miss Grace taking Kaya forms? Like taking Kaya body, like her form? Miss Earth is to be placed in Ushuaia Communal Prison. She is not to be treated as an ordinary inmate. In the world of the preacher, you are an honored guest, Miss Earth. I've come to learn that the name of this island, Ushuaia, from that young lady's retelling, is lie at the southernmost tip of the vast continent of South America. As we walked, I could feel her gaze upon me, steady yet never intrusive. I could tell she meant me no harm. I will inform the administrator of Kamala Prison of your identity and special circumstances. He will ensure your safety. Good luck and farewell. For that, Miss Grace. Then I have been brought to a place with most unusual, a building with a quiet peculiarity in the air. Two attendants follow close behind me, some form of liquid dripping from the face. She's been monitoring by men and vindicators. I suppose I must claim a little freedom for myself in this place. I thought the darkness was a blessing. It wasn't too difficult to shade them off. I'm sorry for you into trouble, my diligent friends. I'm a writer and mostly write under the name Earth. I'm here for a short visit, hoping to find some inspiration for my next story. I don't know of this physician you mentioned. Garcia, this lady is a writer, a good soul. You almost make us miss out on meeting in kindred spirit. Come, I'm sure you've been falling in love with our salon. This has nothing to do with me. It's dark in here, but I suppose you've already grown used to walking in the dark. Sorry, I mean no offense. We're cool. Always back to regular color now. A Latin American fable. As a little literary society born within a prison, no a tribute to an impossible miracle. Everybody's gathering here in the pool.
I didn't expect any of this from what we saw outside.
Oh god, in liminal space. Oh no, I'm kidding. The model yet pristine wall, the still water, the silent white tower standing within the labyrinth. Nearby, several prisoners from a circle some standing, some sitting, engaged in conversation.
Excuse me for a moment. I have duties that I must attend to.
Okay, bye. With a sign, the jailer stepped into the gathering, causing a strangely subdued reaction from the prisoner. Uh-oh.
They don't seem intimidated by her at all.
Yeah. They just look like a bunch of artists having a chat in the garden. And the jailer seems to be like a grumpy neighbor coming over to ask them to keep it down.
I love how Dora's perspective is shown in the dark and line because she's blind. Also, fun fact: every single prisoner in here is based on actual writers of visceral realism movement. I might need a list of like the name, or maybe I'll just look it up afterward to see who is who. You know. We love Miss Grace. She was Kaya in Route 77. Oh, she is. Okay, so I was right. She has her form now at least. Yeah, she just keep calling her blind different way and then saying no offense. Kind of funny. Like damn, like I was like, bro, please be nice to a blind lady. The grumpy neighbor continued her chastising.
Everyone, you know the rules. There are to be no after-hours gatherings here without the physician's approval.
Bad feeling that they're gonna fucking riot. I don't know why.
You sound softer and softer each time you come to warn us. Why not just join us? Isn't it better than circling around the Panopticon all day?
Oh, I feel like they already is. They are rebellion.
And look around you. We're in the Hall of New Encounters.
They're rebelling.
What better place to host a salon?
You're missing out in Comala if you don't even get a taste of our literature.
Exactly. Even those oil-dripping musicians drop by from time to time. Not that they're the kind to care about the beauty of words.
Oil-dripping musicians? Timekeeper, could they mean...
The man in the dick... Oh god, hair in my mouth. The man in the dictate. Before the trailer can say anything else, two of the prisoners simultaneously gesture for her to stay silent, pointing to the center of their gathering.
Quiet now, please. The Edile's salon is about to start.
Oh no.
These people seem friendly enough. Why don't we see what this is about?
I don't know if they're friendly, Virgin, but we'll see. We'll see.
En desiertos, en estrellas, dentro de laberintos.
In desert and star within the labyrinth.
En aguas, en espejos, dentro de reflejos.
In water, in mirror within the reflections.
Soñamos sobre la almohada de paja de la muerte.
We dream of death's straw pillow.
Aquí estamos, rendiendo homenaje a los fantasmas.
Here we are paying tribute to the ghost.
Para rendirlo todo otra vez.
To give it all up again.
Para rendirlo todo otra vez.
What is going on?
My dear friends, we face a difficult truth. The movement of visceral realism still stumbles in the dark.
The idealist?
Our poems, our language, our minds are tangled by a stifling vine. A mundane, stale vision shared among all bourgeoisie. We follow this vision blindly, clinging to the comfort brought by logic and conventional wisdom. And by it, we nip every branch of new art in the bud. Poems are perhaps too fragile an outgrowth to develop one's life upon. But here, we may light them like candles at our funerals. Let poetry become the bridge between us and the world.
A long clap break the silence. It's come earlier than all the other cheers from the audience.
As we come back and forth over the boundaries of life and death, the old obstacles begin to take on a new look. With the eyes of poets, we may see behind them. You're a visceral realist. I can't be mistaken. You must be.
The idealist's eye peers to the globe of the literary enthusiast, reaching a distant, drifting new world.
A lonely cowboy, finally home. What a wonder. You're in time. The salon has just begun. And La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas isn't like those salons that care more about who's invited than the art. All are welcome here.
Not all 3 game Bourgeois reverse PTN have update in 18 and 20. RIP. Also PTN, they freaking Enver even have a rerun, so good luck with that too. Enver event is like the first event that PTN ever had, but because they don't have the rerun for a few years, they have to fix everything. So now new player get the chance to play it, including me. So yeah, have fun. I know you have like chapter 18 to finish too, which is also RIP.
A literary salon in a prison? Though, so far it seems to have more dancing than poems.
Yep.
Did you understand what that man just said?
No, sorry, timekeeper. I need a moment to think it through.
Even Sonato was like, I have no idea what's going on. I need to sit down.
Don't worry, Sonato. I would guess we're not the only ones who are confused here.
See? I'm also confused.
Miss Jailer, is this that peculiarity about Kamala you mentioned earlier?
Enough, idealist. You're still an inmate here, and you are walking a very fine line right now.
Oh, I'm quite aware of where I am and what lines I tread. This is a prison, the safest place for poets in this part of the continent. One cannot be arrested twice, after all.
Man, words draw laughter from the other prisoner as they turn to discuss the speech with excitement.
But please, don't trouble yourself with our little farce. What harm could a few poets possibly do?
All the irregular rhymes and wild contradiction of ecstatic and words into chaotic counter-current crashing against the newcomer. Recoleta clenching her fists in shock, certain that the man before her is her mysterious pen pal.
Senor Idealist, might I ask you something?
Hold on, Recoleta. All forms of communication with the inmates must conform to our regulations. We will need to record the conversation and submit it to higher authorities for review.
Wow.
I have some questions for the gentleman as well, but we're more than willing to follow the rules.
Okay.
I think the person I'm looking for might have attended this literary salon, or at least talked to some of its members. I'd wager she's spoken to that gentleman. That is, if she has been here at all.
I see. Go ahead then. Just watch the time.
The visitor petitioned the jailer. Recoleta pushed past the prison cloud and took a deep breath.
Are you Aleph?
The noisy atmosphere fell to silence, just like the still water nearby. Uh-oh. Why am I have a bad feeling? Everything gone silent. I love Adidas model, yeah. Augustus interrogation on having fur was a big rip to me. I hope that not a spoiler because it's not ready to the story. Oh, you already play it? Because I know she don't have a voice line, so when I play her interrogation on stream, I might have to switch to Mandarins, like a Mandarin dub. So yeah, I might have to switch to Mandarin dub so I can hear her voice talking. Because if she don't have no English dub in her interrogation, I will switch to Mandarin dub. I'm playing Wuwa PTN Reverse, Honkai, Beta Testing New Hoyo Petit Planet. Girl, you have so many games, man. Oh my god. That is dedication. I want to complete caught up to Honkai in Reverse. I'm really close to be saying, yeah. And after that, like after the main story, end for event rerun, and then you all set. I didn't play it, but I heard it. Oh, okay. I mean, like still, you know, I will play Synex Interrogation, this Friday. So I'll just switch I'll switch up to the Mandarin dub because I honestly. I don't know, like, yeah. The idealist is evidently taken back by the name. Uh-oh.
Another visitor looking for Olive.
So you know him?
Naturally, but I'm not obliged to speak of him to one who does not, stranger.
Oh, okay. Someone who is non-committal, turning towards recollected companions.
And you, young lady in the hat, are you here for Olive as well? What a lively day this is.
No, I'm looking for a blind woman. Her name is Doris.
Ah, yes, I remember. Her writing was impeccable. Like an exquisite crocodile skin handbag in a shop window. Elegant, yet condescending.
Do you know where she is now?
I'm not able to keep track of every inmate here, miss. Perhaps you should ask those who have seen everything from above. Through the glass, where the scrutinizing eyes of power look down on us.
Oh man, bro, just give us riddles now.
Eyes?
Scan the prison hall, the wall, the great tower, the pool remain unchanged, nothing appear amiss. All prisoners present not in agreement, prompting a wary sign from the jailer.
Have you taken your medicine today, idealist?
I'm feeling marvelous. Today I require no help from them.
I've warned you. It's unwise to act against the physician's orders.
Act against him? No one may act against him here. The physician must have misunderstood us. I suspect he doesn't understand half of what we say. I'd like to know how he got his medical degree. Not by cracking open skulls, I should hope.
It's an extreme knowing smile.
What a pity, jailer. You know, I've always believed you had the soul of a poet, just like us. We've already spoken enough rebellious thoughts outside of Komala. How else do you think we ended up in your nut house? We've been here far too long. Long after the junta was removed from office. After our home became a deserted wasteland in the aftermath of the Latin American boom.
What are you getting at?
That power is boring, meaningless. Nothing holds on to power forever. And the one true connection we have to life is poetry.
See, jailer? Even an outsider understands our ideas better than you. It's time to open your eyes to reality.
Oh god.
La Sociedad is the only way for us to feel truly alive in here, beneath the gaze of those prying, ever-vigilant eyes.
Idealist, last warning. Stop this now.
Oh. Uh-oh, you pissed her off.
fine. All right, compañeros. Sadly, the salon must come to an end, as our jailer insists.
Crowd murmurs and grumble as they begin to disperse.
Dear friends, I do not mean to abuse the power of suspense. I sincerely invite you to come with me to the heart of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. Perhaps you'll find the person you look for there.
Man, Striker's gesture is somehow equally comedic and solemn.
We'd love to. Only if that's okay with you, Miss Jailer.
I suppose that's all right. You're already here. We can call it part of your tour, but please, ladies, take none of their rumblings seriously.
No worries.
Thank you, jailer. Please, follow me.
Okay, Recoleta 100% belong here. She even shared idea. Yep. Yep. Are we fighting sign?
Wait, this isn't the way to the gallery.
It isn't the usual way. It's a shortcut. We call it the reptilian complex and primal hunger route. Much faster than the limbic system and postmodern anxiety route, let me tell you.
But this passageway has long been abandoned, and entry is prohibited. It's extremely dangerous too.
Relax, jailer. No one, not even you, knows this prison better than I.
But, Timekeeper, I think we've just gone in a circle.
Wait for this.
Sterilize.
This is now.
It will be over before
Get
you
out
feel
of
it.
here.
The enemies of peace shall be
You
stamped
see it
out.
coming.
Now is the time for repentance. My psyche.
Wear gloves.
The enemies of peace shall be
Non
stamped
voltarti
out.
indietro. You see it coming. Non voltarti indietro.
Get out of here.
Addio, straniero.
Now is the time for repentance. Le destin.
Wait for the right moment.
Le glas funèbre sonne pour toi.
Knife them. Bam.
You see it coming.
Can I give everyone a ride on my back?
This battle being just visual, finding direction is so funny, right? Like, I was like, why are we finding sign? Okay. Oh, volume 2. Okay, first we need
Let's
to
take a step back. Pull you out of that whirlwind of passion and dreams. If you want to make the best call, you need to zero in on what really matters. So what's your take on that big speech?
a Latin American boom.
A sudden explosion that shook Latin American literary circles about 30 years ago. It was destructive, but also gave rise to new life. Lucky for us, we don't have to worry about shell shock in the literary world.
You don't strike me as someone who knows about literature.
It's not about knowing literature. Any soldier with little experience can deliver a status report. All right, eyes on the map. As we speak, ships are lined up on the Spanish coast. But this time, they're poised to make a new kind of discovery. If you can call it that. And here are our new Columbuses, heading to the docks to embark on their journey.
Who are these new Columbuses?
Carmen and Carlos, the driving force behind this literary feast between Spain and Latin America. Carmen, with an eye for opportunity and a mind for business, sought out the continent's literary gems and secured generous publishing deals for them. Carlos, with his deep understanding of market dynamics, brought these works to the eyes of the European public.
What happened then?
Then, a golden era began. It all kicked off with a scandal at a military academy. And soon, the entire world was captivated by the story of a baby with a pig's tail from a far... But we mustn't forget the writers themselves. Fuentes, a towering figure of the Spanish-speaking world, and Cortázar, the writer ever seeing through the eyes of a child. And of course, Mario and Gabo, key players in this literary revolution, will forever be etched in the annals of history. They corresponded regularly, always expressing deep admiration for each other's work. In fact, one even wrote a doctoral thesis on the other. Ah, friendship.
That must have been a proud time for them.
It was. But no matter how explosive the boom was, it couldn't escape its fleeting nature. With the second imprisonment and self-criticism of a Cuban poet, in came an inexplicable right hook, and bang, silence. The military junta had gripped the poets' throats. The verse of the pioneers was cut off. Their voices no longer heard.
Jesus.
The bond between two generations was broken, and for the younger of the two, the silence was intolerable. They looked for a new theme, a new idea, a new voice, a new method to speak on their disappointment, their horror, and their anger. And they became the new guerrillas.
Okay. Got one more. Towering wall, prisoner deep in the best paint picture of the sky. I think this is Doris, right? Volume 2. I read in an article once that Julians don't like Baroque literature. Something about it being too nosy. You're sure a quiet bunch. Is that so? You Argentinians just love it, right? If you're any metric to go by, I would say you're all loud, obnoxious. Damn. You just because the idealist isn't here, you think you can turn this salon into a debate hall? You started. No, stop squabbling and post your work so we can read it. If you ask me, you simply more interest in rhythm and form. Spanish is a rich language, one that is inherently expressive, ever-changing, and artistic, much like Baroque literature. Baroque, right? It's about Baroque. The typically quiet man words douse the argument like a cold splash of water, turning the group into a rare moment of calm. Okay, now we get to see Roberta in the color form now. Cool. Haha, all joke aside, I do miss them. Ever since those mad members left, we had far fewer breakthrough in stream of consciousness writing. I, for one, would rarely discuss the aesthetic value of stream consciousness composition. As this new topic surfaced, the innate voice began to rise once again. It was most unusual literary salon, full of emotionally charged statement and biased opinion. I didn't mind it. In fact, my feeling was quite opposite. The inmates gave me an incredible feeling. Not one of them saw themselves as a prisoner stripped of their freedom. A group of literature enthusiasts coming together in a abandoned prison and collaborating to build an ideal nation. Roberta is cute, yeah. It feels as though it was the result of some kind of pact. In reality, it was purely a government-run prison. Oh, it's her! I saw the trailer like long ago. Okay, now we get to see this woman. Everyone quiet down. I have something to announce. An unfamiliar voice cut off the clacking typewriter in Dora's mind. Everyone walked out from the far end of the darkness and stepped into the center of the salon, stopping before the whiteboard and podium. Octavia? Mr. Idealist entrusted me with hosting a literature salon. He left a letter under the stone in the corner stating that he had a personal matter to attend to. For this session, I will now announce our next research topic: fiction duality in reflecting reality and the self. Heavy gaps turned head, an uproar spread to the audience. Clearly, this wasn't the topic they were expecting. She raised the letter in her hand in a gesture of silence. Like minded fellow aspiring writers, in the turn of the century, the names that once shook the literary world have gradually faded in obscurity. Literature has been shoved aside in the world of art. People attend theaters, cinemas, and even art galleries to enjoy painting and sculpture, but few can finish a book. What is left to us to do when families are torn apart and our nation are ravaged by tyranny? Let the story be our weapon. It should be the sword that cuts through the bloody truth, beacon that light our way forward. The audience fall into silence. You could try writing a Latin American War and Peace. We could continue with our original salon topic. The two aren't mutually exclusive. I haven't spent a whole month preparing the topic, but the ideas previously proposed. If you insist on changing the subject, then I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave. Miss Octavia, forgive me for interrupting, but this isn't a topic we agree on. Everything you say, we just can't do that. We haven't even figured out the thing for ourselves yet. Octavia, it's an interesting topic, it is, but perhaps can we talk about it another time? Besides, don't forget the reason you're in here in the first place for preaching that novel is a weapon. Yeah, even if I want your rich daddy, I'll be on the gallows, not standing here preaching to us. Hey! Another prisoner stands, his voice clear. You completely missed Miss Octavia's point. A great writer should be like an obsessive grave digger, digging up the rotten flesh of social realism from the grave all the time. Only this vast crucible is worthy to be the host of our literature. That time as the Gracia looked visibly resistant as Mr. Julio issued stern reminders and Miss Roberta attempt to mediate. More and more members joined the debate, and voiced both or against Miss Octavia's proposal emerged. It didn't take long for the social dead to split into two camps. That was when I realized I need to do something to get this derailed literary salon back on the track. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Doris from Sao Paulo. I'm a writer. I mostly write under the name Erd. Erd? That name sounds familiar. Again, right? Everybody recognized her. People was like, why does it sound familiar? Am I met her before? It's like, wow. Are you written for Utu? Are you the Erd in Utu? Wow, I never imagined would welcome such an honored guest today. I duly enjoy your piece titled The Tin Soldier of Sao Paulo. It's an important part of my visit to hear all the idea and opinion. if you pardon my intuition. Tell me, Miss Earth, what are your thoughts on today's salon topic? It's a difficult question. One involves reference, the creative stance, and political alignment. A scale that never easily balanced. However, the answer has never been the most important part of the question. In this restless time, literature has been overlooked, forgotten, and pushed to the edge of the world. Much like Ushuaia, who fall into deep thought, but they're not in agreement, and few look puzzled. The audience is largely unaware that the topic has already shifted. To most, this prison at the end of the world is distant, cold place, perhaps even a place of hopelessness. When a prisoner is first sent here, I cannot help but imagine that the first thing they feel is a stagnant pool of water and a calm, quiet despair. That's literally liminal space. That liminal space they felt like. She sees this chance to guide the literary salon back from the muddy trenches of ideology. Earl famous like that? Yeah, she is. She recalled the day of typing while looking out over the rivers, boat and palm tree. Word of honor, they have no capacity to lie. I came here to gather material for my next book. I plan to record everything I experience in this place faithfully. What kind of work are you planning on to write? A non-fiction piece, I presume? About Kamala Prison? His theme is fate. Toxic, shadow of the living. Metallic sheen, rippling water, and shadow that peels back from within the dim reflection. She's right that barely anyone finished the book. Yeah. There's so many media literacies going on right now in our current timeline. So yeah, not a lot of people don't like reading books anymore, which is really sad.
Apilándose una y otra vez. Cada uno de estos carretes giratorios hablaba de historias sobre esa cabaña con techo azul.
Back of tail ending up her living space, climbing up again and again, east of this fitting reel, speaking of story about that cottage with blue roof.
Oyó la voz del asesinado conductor de burros detrás de ella. Oigo a todos ellos, las risas y las voces de generaciones pasadas, como hojas secas atrapadas en las grietas de viejas paredes, crujiendo solo cuando el viento sopla otra vez. No pondría un pie en esa casa si fuera tú. El mendigo al lado de la puerta también habló. Duermo en el porche cada noche. Cada mañana una luz tenue brilla a través de la ventana. Pero nadie sale nunca por esa
Off a liminal space, baby.
Nadie ha entrado nunca. Luego la voz del empleado del banco. Es la historia del alter ego. Esa casa debe haber estado llena de deudas que nadie reclamaría. La anciana enferma, luchando en su cama, susurró. La casa recuerda esos días. Cuando la gente desaparecía en la oscuridad de la noche y los niños eran robados por las tormentas. La investigadora de paracausalidad había oído suficiente y volvió a dormirse. Solo quedaba el traqueteo del dado de Babilonia resonando en su cueva vacía.
Gallery of Bewilderment. Oh wow, what is this? In the deteriorating activities hall, thousands of floating slips of paper form blurred colossal face. It's hard to imagine how the vision managed to transform this place into what it is now.
I've always wanted to use the element of fantasy to better establish our theme. And I was right.
Oh, Garcia's voice, okay.
Now the stage is captivating, the timing is perfect, and the audience is ideally placed. Only one imperfect element remains in the scene. The creator, who hasn't stepped away from his creation. No. There's another thing.
Garcia, the curator of the exhibition, stand beneath his work deep in thought, agonizing over every minute imperfection. His fellow poet whispered to one another.
Can you even tell any difference between today's setup and yesterday's?
Seriously, Roberta? That's a rude question.
Is that DG? Our boy Diggers? DG, that's you?
Well, what's the difference then?
Well, I can't see one either, but you should never judge art by how much it changes in a day. It's a creative process. We might be standing at the edge of the world, but art has no boundaries. We have to show him our support.
That looks so much like Diggers, bro. DG, is that you, man? You look so familiar.
Easy for you to say. He's been tinkering and tweaking for over 3 months. Even if the idealist himself entrusted him with this exhibition, he can still be wrong sometimes. This gallery is turning into a dump.
Estoy viendo fantasmas, todos con las mismas caras, Garcia. Demasiados. Es fácil perderse en ellos.
Seeing ghosts all with the same face, Garcia, are too many. It's easy to get lost in them. Having navigated through the labyrinth, the idealist, the leader of La Sociedad, arrives at the exhibit entrance, accompanied by several new faces in the trailer.
Idealist, you're back. Are these new recruits for La Sociedad? You must have had a very successful day.
It is good to see you, Garcia. How has your vision progressed today?
Garcia tickled same part of my brain as Enigma. Yeah, like his hairstyle, right? His hairstyle make him look familiar. That's DG for sure. I think it's so funny. DG is kind of most featured 5-star. That is the main character. I remember playing his anecdotes for the first time. I was so confused. What's going on? Because I have not reached up to that chapter 5. But now I recognize his little profile. That people was like, oh my god, DG, is that you? Man. I have not played the first event of Reverse Eaters, but I do know DG. Are the Diggers end up in prison? I don't know. I don't know, man. We're about to find out, I think.
First a salon, and now an art gallery. Is this really a prison?
Her shock is evident on her face, but her words ignored as Garcia began to vent his frustration. Oh.
As you can see, I've strived to push the element of fantasy in my work so that it might reach perfection. But why doesn't it look like what I imagine? It's like I'm trying to work on a shadow. Some shapeless thing that morphs and shifts by the hour. Idealist, am I losing it again? I took my medicine as instructed.
It was never the pills that blinded you, my dear Garcia. You mustn't let tedious routine stifle what's truly alive. Remember, like those old poems, your exhibition must have a timeless rhythm that's never lost to the changing of minds.
Garcia holds out his hand as if grasping something fleeting, but failed to hold on to it.
Sorry, maybe I'm just not getting it.
Look out. There's your answer. Though the sun rises the same way every day, The multitudes of shadows it casts are ever changing. Isn't that the only constant in life? Change? We foolishly pursue stability and constancy, but our very world denies it. Take a step back. Take several, and see the truth for yourself, lest you too become lost among the shifting shadows.
Okay, wait. Oh my god. I mixed so much. Like he got an edit note. He was in chapter 5 now here, which is like all the 5-star can say that, you know. Okay, because of DG was widely hated in 1.1, so Ryder was been trying so hard to do something with him. Oh, really? DG got hated by everyone? God damn. I've played through this chapter to question how DG ended up in prison. I mean, I have no idea either.
I get it now. It's the changing light that makes the exhibit seem different from what I expected. I shouldn't waste my time on freezing things in one perfect moment. Instead, I need to embrace change as it comes. I don't know how to thank you. I won't let you down. I must complete this exhibition.
For Garcia, I feel so bad for him. He's not only mentally unwell, but also professional. Oh yeah, being perfectionist is also like really like stressful and stuff. Like it's very like dangerous. It's also like gonna be like ruin you mentally and your health, like mentally as well. Because like if you are focusing on doing like making everything so perfect to the point where you just like make a little mistake, right? You will be like, oh god, like just like it's like the end of the world. It's just really bad. It's really bad habit I think most people have, which cannot be fixed. It's like trying so hard to be like perfect with everything, right? Like doing stuff without making any mistake, but when you did it, you was like, oh god, why? You know, it's just really stressful thing to do. Like even I'm not even perfectionist, but when I screw up stuff, I'm also fucking freaking out.
Complete my alter ego.
The joys of word widen the writer's eye.
Did you say alter ego? And he called you Garcia. Is that your name? Garcia, where did you learn about this alter ego? Do you happen to write under the name...
The curators had already returned to his work, understanding oblivious to his visitor.
Please, Recoleta, give our artist some space. Can't you see? He's already returned to his own time and space. He can't hear a thing you say.
He's right. Garcia is deep in his own head now. He won't hear a thing until he's done with whatever he has to do. Even if the floor were to collapse out under us, I think he will be left standing in the air without even noticing.
Pardon me then.
Yeah, give the poor man space. You take a step back out of respect. Yeah, give the poor man some space, girl.
All right, my dear guests. Please forgive my late introduction. Welcome to the Gallery of Bewilderment.
Thank you for inviting me here, Mr. Idealist.
Foundation investigators have been carefully observing each prisoner movement since they arrived, but unfortunately there's no sign of Miss Doris.
I imagine you're curious about what we do here, in the heart of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. We're putting together a magazine, a collection of poems from Kamala, our very own Casa de las Americas.
¿Casa de las Américas?
Yardie knocked with a smile.
Exactly. Named after its great predecessor. You're a fine mind indeed. At this very moment, all our compañeros are working on it. Garcia's exhibition, Alter Ego, is centered around the birth of this magazine. And here, you can see the signatures from all the poets involved, along with a few words they've written for it. Reading it is like looking into the soul of our society.
All these signatures.
Nero stepped forward to examine the perplexing artwork. In a dim lighting, the enormous face appeared to be looming watchfully over the entire room. Falling slip of paper catch her attention.
Timekeeper, here! It's Dr. Doris' pseudonym, Erd.
Then she was here.
Nero pocket slipped the paper guiltily.
Precisely. She used to be one of us, and still is, if I may correct myself. You can ask around here. Maybe some of our members know where she went. Don't we all miss the familiar faces of old friends? I'm sure they'll do everything they can to help you find yours.
He finished speaking. Several enthusiastic prisoners comes forward to greet the idealist.
Mr. Idealist, I finished my short story. It's called Weightlessness. It drifts around the subject like a sheep floating in space. The readers can start anywhere in the story, or read it in any order they like.
And please take a look at my piece, Off Limits! Every word that has been forbidden is either erased or replaced with symbols. It's a one-of-a-kind, jarring experience.
And I finished a new paragraph. Just wrote it today.
This guy was like, I write some. Oh man, OCD is what Garcia has. Oh man, OCD is the worst. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. Rico, let's just think about everyone. It's Alab. It's so funny. I swear that symbol was not there when I read this. It was just kind of bug. I think it's a bug. I have no idea what that is. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's a bug. We also have a bug in what is it? Chapter 7 as well. So yeah, which is really weird. I don't know why we have it, but hopefully the dev like patching up on the next update, because I don't know what the heck is that symbol is. I finished the amount of Sam this guy. I finished the same amount of this guy. Nah. Instead of wrapped in several meter, a manuscript paper like a string sort of mummy squeezed into the crowd.
Oh, new faces. Welcome.
Dude, why you so... Bro, I saw this guy, the freaking theater kid, because why are you talking like that? Without any warning, he calmly tears the manuscript to shreds. Exploding fragments fall like drowning spawn from those fireworks show. The abrupt welcome ceremony leaves the newcomers stunned, while the natives share a knowing smile.
Idealist, did he just...
This is the writer for the prologue of our magazine.
The leaders of the societies either misunderstanding or evading the question respond with enthusiasm.
The prologue consists of a 2,000-line poem and an introduction that is written in 86 languages to avoid misinterpretation. It represents every second we spend here. Naturally, the arrival of new members disrupts its structure, and so we must begin again from scratch.
So he just tore it all up like that because he thought we were joining? With all due respect, isn't this a little excessive? Heaven knows I'm not one to judge. I've torn up plenty of writing for my novel.
Please, pay it no mind. It may not be an easy task, but he's doing his part. Destruction is hard, but more necessary than you think. Without it, we'd all be stuck in a still and stagnant pond, with all the smells that entail.
This all sounds very complicated. When will your magazine be finished then? Forgive me, but I'm not sure what a floating sheep, a jarring reading experience, and all this constant rewriting are meant to express.
Jailer, having remained silent, take a deep breath and interrupt.
As I've said, Komala isn't like any other prison.
Miss Jailer, do you mean...
This place also serves as a research center. And the prisoners here, for all they claim, are not just poets. They are arcanist criminals, and each one of them has been diagnosed as mentally ill.
Oh. Leader of La Sociedad remain composed like an island in a rough sea, leaving the onlooker to question whether he's entirely mad or the sanest of them all.
You're quite right, Jailer. But let's not forget that mental illness is merely a deviation from the norm. And who decides the norm? You, the physician, or the ones outside these walls? We've been exiled here by the standards of our time, deprived of our roles in the outside world. So please, as we agreed before, I ask you not to interfere with the affairs of La Sociedad.
These people are visitors, not your new recruits.
But should we not hear their thoughts first?
Aurelius turned toward the visitor with an urgent plea.
My friends, no one escapes the eye of power. We must resist. Stand with us. Pick up your pen and take poetry as your shield before it is too late.
I have to check my game to see if I have the same bug. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with the bugs lately. He sounds so funny. Dude, that guy is giving theater kid energy. I have no... I 100% think he's giving like a theater kid energy when he's talk like that. It's like so over dramatic. I do this 100% cult leader. Oh yeah, I agree. Bro, literally say outside these walls, he 100% hear voices. Say, yeah, he's not well. He's not doing well.
Idealist, I admire your fight, but I came here with a different goal.
The leader of La Sociedad caught in favor, ignoring her word insecurity. I'm trying to say this correctly. Because they repeat it so many times, I'm trying to say it correctly. La Sociedad?
We're the last true owners of an old legend. Words now only remembered as myth. We must stay on the path of literature until I find that transcendental solution. To invent an idiom that is generic, all-encompassing, yet precise. My poem will be written in this language, leaving no room for doubt or misinterpretation. How blessed is a man with infallible memory. He holds the finer details of each object within him, more vivid than anyone else. In the end, he'll have all the answers, if time allows him.
A dreamlike expression crossed his face as briefly seemed as if he has become an entirely different person. His vision is soon interrupted.
Sweet tongue, sister howls, hermaphrodite, tango. They put the whole city in the nut house.
Timekeeper, look over there.
Isn't that the prologue writer?
There's something off about him. Please, Timekeeper, stay away from him.
What happened now?
What's happening?
I was at the same thing, man.
Idealist, Pablo's having another episode.
Uh-oh.
Multiples of us. You make reality sick.
Flash cam energy flares up and a cheerleader step into the crowd reactively.
I could use your help, ladies.
No problem, man. We're going to hell. Okay. Oh wow, Recoleta is already okay.
Let's kill time together.
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más.
The power of writing. Damn, that's such a cool oath, man.
So the gate locks down. This is now.
It will be over before you feel it.
100% theater kid, yeah.
The repentance. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
And he's done.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiesce.
The frenzied prisoner is subdued. He's like convulsing in the center of exhibit hall.
Poor soul. I'll bring him to bed. Well done, ladies. Aren't you full of surprises?
What was all that?
It seems he had a mental breakdown and lost control of his arcane skill. It appears that every line he recited carried unbridled power.
Oh.
Usually, only specific lines can channel arcane energy. You can't just force the power into words or craft a poem to serve your purpose. Pablo must have a rare gift for identifying empowered lines. When he recited them all aloud, they overwhelmed him.
That's right. He's a genius who rides the tides of emotion, just like Arthur Rimbaud. We always keep a close eye on him to make sure he doesn't recite anything while reading or writing.
Roberta Drake glances between the tense jailer and her visitor.
But sometimes things slip through.
You must understand how difficult it is for a poet to never taste the words on his own lips.
So then, this isn't the first time, and you're all fully aware of it. Do I understand you right? Did you just admit that you've been hiding an inmate with a dangerous condition from us?
Uh-oh.
According to the safety regulations for the Panopticon of Kamala, he must be sent to the physician for immediate treatment.
The jailer command causes a dramatic shift in the room.
No, wait, we can explain.
Uh-oh, caught. They got caught. That's not good. Recoleta is insane. She is an old machine. Like, her all is literally the power of freaking writing. She just, like, I love that so much. Got caught in 4K? Yeah, they definitely got caught in 4K.
He's doing fine. We know how to help him. This was just an accident. We got distracted by the new members.
We won't be handing him over to the physician.
Uh-oh.
No true writer would allow their mind, the most sacred palace of their thoughts, to be opened up to that cold-hearted, ignorant butcher. Even one who believes their inspiration flows from a source beyond the mere substance of a brain would refuse it.
Jailer furrowed her brow and pulled out her weapon, the air turning into an invincible thread. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, got a reward. Yay. At this point, I have so much gem. I can probably pull Charon easily. Okay. Okay, before we go to volume 3, we need to do this one. Yeah, get the document. Okay. And then we can go to where Doris is. Volume 3. Present fill the air and an exiled bird has found a branch to rest upon. Everyone's scared of physician. Damn, he was scary. I don't know what he did to this guy, but we'll see. If he actually show himself. Easy Karen tomorrow, hopefully. Yes, cross your finger. Hopefully I don't lose him 50-50, bro. Fate, yes, it's loomed over us, yet each of us may hold the power to steal its course. Just like this nation of contradiction, this fake should also be. In that case, shall we officially begin this salon? The ever-observant Roberta, noticing the tears welling in of TV eyes, cut her off. Would anyone like to share a story on this topic? Whether it's a personal experience or written tale, let's bring some life to this salon. Well, if no one has anything to say, I could always retell the story of my faithful journey across the Mexican border. Uh-oh. The chair screeches as one man stands. All eyes fall on his face, shadowed by his heavy brow and sharp cheekbone. An unexpected twist, no one noticing him quietly sitting on the edge of the crowd until now. I spent the first half of my life as bank clerk, one day sitting behind that glass window, staring at the endless stack of check, paper, and flyers. It hit me. I was serving a life sentence. I quit, went home, decided to write something. My wife threw a fit at first, but when I wouldn't budge, a cold war broke out between us, and finally she issued an illiterate eviction notice. I got punched. I got drunk, punched a bastard officer who was beating a beggar in the street, and everything after that's a blur. When I came to, I was already here. A place that felt more like a home than any other place ever did. The idealist gave me some water and just said I'd write to Aleph. So I did. I wrote a letter and asked a question. 2 weeks later, I got a reply, just one line. I'm still trying to figure out what it means. In the short span of life, there exists an infinitely extending staircase, and lies nothing but a silent body of water. Rio, I have no idea you have such a story. Why don't you mention it before? I didn't know you written into Alex too. Sylvia, maybe you did choose the right topic. Young, passionate writer like you should carry the dream of changing society. Don't end up like me, waiting for this age to finally pick up the pen. Oh? I was still fully engrossed in the story and has almost forgotten all about the topic. Great, I suppose it's my turn then. So here's my tale crossing the Mexican border. For heaven's sake, spare us. I have heard at least 7 or 8 versions of that story already. Not to mention the 5 source story in your collection. Wow. 5 story, Roberta, 5. And the only difference between them is narrative perspective. Repetitive narrative is indeed an important topic in literary criticism. The remainder of Salon is spent in noisy chatter at storytelling, quickly spiral out of control. Only Dr. Dolores quietly repeat that name herself. Aleph? Mr. Julio passed with an unexpected gold nugget. Perfect material for biography. I'll treat it with care in my next submission. By then, I had nearly forgotten I was still in prison. I had been swept up in the literary salon. I resolved to record all that I witnessed in this prison. As to whether the inhabitant are truly prisoner, that will be for the readers to decide. At the time, I did not ask how they found their way into the prison. Like them, I was thinking of purer things. Looking back on this journey, I now see that the tangled string of, I'm not gonna pronounce that, had formed an interconnected web. Just as the salon gets into full swing, a face emerged from the shadow. Only the smile clearly visible. The Rarely do I observe the salon from afar, taking in awe a symbolic course and subtle metaphor. Bridge between reality and unreality, the poetry of the typical and atypical. This is exactly how I envision Sociedad when I found it. The new arrival catches her attention. Reality and unreality. Are you referring to the difference between non-fiction and fiction? I'm afraid I haven't quite grasped your full meaning. Ah, but you understood at least part of it, didn't you? That alone proved we are walking the same path. The unwavering pursuit and static truth. We are the citizen of literary kingdom, stargazer chasing the first light to reach the shore of New World. Children crying beneath the tree of pure idea. As its founder, I sincerely invite you to join the Sociedad becomes one of us. Join a Sociedad? Adidas always trouble, yeah. A gentlemanly bow, an invitation that is hard to refuse. Everything has carried an air of mystery. The literary gathering, the string in architecture, the enigmatic recipient of those letters. A rare opportunity. I'm truly flattered by your invitation. I will be delighted to join the Poetry Society. But might I trouble you with one question, Mr. Adilas? You call yourself the founder, so I assume you the Adilas, yes? As always. You tell me about Outlive? Arc 7, Passion and Delirium. I want your eyes to see the night, close them to see the light.
This is a serious violation of the rules. I'll have to report this to the physician, and all of your treatments will need to be reassessed. Until a new treatment plan is in place, all members of La Sociedad are confined to their cells without any of their usual privileges.
Jailer heavily emphasized a Sociedad, triggering a commotion among the prisoner.
This is not what we agreed to.
You gave us your word! Affairs within La Sociedad were not to be disturbed!
Please, don't do this. Please, he doesn't deserve this. No one does. We don't want to lose our friend.
Previously composing prisoner struggled to his feet.
Senora, I swear it won't happen again. I'll take the medicine on time as instructed.
Oh man.
I promise I won't hurt anyone.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pablo, but rules are rules.
Before you take this poor man from his friends, may I ask you something? Do you know where these inmates go after they see the physician?
My duty is to keep order here. What happens beyond these walls is not my concern. Perhaps they've recovered from the physician's treatment and were returned to society.
I'm sorry, jailer, but I don't think that's how it works. I think there's something bad happened to these guys. Jailer expression relaxes.
Within these walls, the only truth we know is this. No one returns from the clinic of the physician of Kamala.
Yeah, something bad happened to these guys.
Are you certain this treatment they received is really a cure?
Pablo is harmless. He's just a writer who has a talent for finding words and poems. That's all. Please, let him stay. We'll look after him. He can have our share of the medicine. We'll keep him in check.
But this doesn't conform to our regulations.
Still as arrogant as ever, idealist. One day, you'll get us all killed.
Octavia, the stranger entered the exhibition hall. As she arrived, the jailer exhaled with relief.
Oh, it's you. I'm glad to see you here.
Who is that?
That's Octavia, one of our model inmates. She's been a great help in the past. If you're interested in prison literature, I'd suggest talking to her instead of the idealist.
So, she's a writer too?
Who would have thought? This place has got writers coming out of the woodwork. I thought it would be easy to find my writer friend in a prison. But what are the odds that I'd break into a place absolutely lousy with them?
She used to be in their gatherings, until she got tired of their nonsense and started her own faction.
New arrival bring out a change in idealist. He clicked his tongue imperceptibly.
What are you doing here, Octavia? Haven't you heard? The era of chieftains, ghosts, and plantation stories is over. Visceral realism is the future.
And has this brilliant visceral realism helped you finish any of these poems? What a waste of time. I'm not interested in your movement or arguing with you. I just walked by and happened to witness another episode of your brutal arrogance. And I'm not about to just stand aside and watch you repeat your mistakes. I'm taking Pablo to the physician. Care to lend a hand, Miss Jailer?
We agreed to mind our own business. Are you breaking our agreement? No one will be allowed to erase a word from our poems.
Oh boy. Oh boy, we fighting these guys. Oh man, that's not good. Jailing just bullshit. I think the jailer just didn't know, you know. She's just doing her job, and she probably didn't really know what happened to these guys when it got sent to the physician. Damn, idealists and Octavius seem to hate each other. Yep, but like, just two people from two different clubs fighting each other at this point. Like two different factions with different ideas, just fighting each other.
Let's kill time together. Haven't you let your ego cause enough trouble, idealist?
Oh, yep, they fighting.
Better that than siding with the devil like you.
Enough. This pointless arguing ends now.
Stop fighting, y'all.
Wait into the darkness.
You out. Stop fighting.
Liberato dal fratello. You see it coming.
My toes.
Now is the time for repentance.
Addio, straniero.
Cut that off, man. Cut it off. Stop fighting.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cerca.
Stand down, both of you.
A heated debate continued without any concern to Jane Morning. Oh my god, these two.
You've never listened. I pity your followers. To be led by such a reckless megalomaniac. Do you even think about the consequences of your actions? We fought hard to earn the freedom to discuss literature under their watch. Your impulsive ego threatens to destroy everything we've built here.
Spare me the lecture, Octavia. We don't need permission to do as we please. You're just another puppet of power, kneeling to the eyes behind those glass walls. They've trained you to believe it was your own decision, to be good and conform. Who could have done a better job? When I look at you, all I see is a sheep, docile and obedient, just the way the tower wants. What kind of work could someone like you create? Literature isn't defended by those lounging in cozy rooms, scribbling to soothing music.
Have you looked in a mirror, idealist?
Oh.
You've become a pathetic windmill-tilting fool. A monster tearing down everything around you.
Oh.
A beast of prey, you mean? Naturally, a sheep would be appalled by the mere thought of such a creature. A fearful sheep caught in a vine, confusing the blade that would set it free with the jaws of a tiger.
Such a master of metaphor. But I beg you, learn to distinguish right from wrong, fantasy from reality. Only then can you truly lead our people toward what's right.
Distinguish right from wrong. Don't make me laugh. Is that the limit of your vision?
You...
Oh no! Don't let him get to you! Oh no! The impassioned leader jumped onto the nearby bench, striking a dramatic pose. Oh god, here we go. He raised his arm and launched into a speech.
Friends, listen to me! There is no truer home to literature than a prison!
Oh, someone shot him? Uh-oh. A blast, different sound, all were profit. Someone shoot him. Someone fucking shot him. Oh my god. The expression frees his eyes, searched down, frozen face to a red dog. Who shot him? What does the straight came to them seep out?
No. No!
Horrified Arcanus stumbled back and screaming.
Who did this? Hands behind your head and drop to your knees. All of you, now! This is your last warning.
The prisoners show no reaction to the jailer's final ultimatum. They stare at the idealist unmoving.
Idealist, you're bleeding. It's in your chest.
His light drains away. The idealist appeared unsurprised. He simply turned his gaze toward Recollector.
Yes. Idealist?
Oh my god, everything is falling apart. Unfinished words dissolve into silence as the prison itself begins to tremble. Everything is falling apart! The entire exhibition hall twists and contour is surrounding, wobbling beyond comprehension and dissolving and standing freely.
What's going on?
I'm asking the same question, girl. I have no idea. Oh my god. Garden of fucking path? The hall is still. Time seemed frozen in space until someone uttered the first word.
Was he shot? Where did the bleed come from? Miss Jailer and you ladies over there, come give me a hand. We need to get into the physician.
Dude, this soundtrack. Bro is dead? Yeah, I think he's gone. A word is ignite the first part.
Did you do this, Octavia? You couldn't face the burning truth of his words, so you pierced his very heart instead. Justice was blazing with the fire of justice.
Oh, great. Now everybody think it's our fault.
Or was it you, Jailer? Did you intend to crush the voice of poetry beneath your wheel of power? It has to be one of you devils in disguise, beasts in human skin.
Can't you see? I had nothing to do with this. I'm as innocent as any of you. I've been trying to keep order here, to protect everyone. And now you blame me?
Don't listen to her! The idealist made it very clear! She's trying to get us punished for her own gain!
Uh-oh. I knew this is gonna happen. Like, people, once the idealist got fucking killed, people gonna think it's our fault.
You're a murderer, Octavia!
The prisoner's furies erupt. In chaos, another block an arcade skill that pierced the air.
This is mad. You're accusing me without proof. It wasn't me.
This is getting out of hand. I suggest you ladies leave now.
No, wait.
Girl, there's a rioting going on.
It all happened too fast. What happened to the idealist? Is he alright?
He's dead.
I didn't even get a chance to ask about Aleph.
As the tide of people surge around them, the line between life and death blur beyond recognition.
I agree with the jailer. Timekeeper, Miss Recoleta, let's get out of here.
Oh god, there's a riot going on. That's not good. The violent conflict raged on. Everything else became meaningless. The illusion of time dissolved and it flowed unknown. Under the garden influence, the frenzy of prisoner began to resemble an unreadable chaotic epic. At this moment, an undescribable figures entered their midst, though no one takes notice. The newcomer scrutinized the motionless corpse.
His vitals are gone. At last, some peace and quiet.
Is this him? Is that you?
Well, for a liar and a thief like him, there's hardly a better end than this.
He reached into the Adila's coat pocket and pulled out a dial. It's an artifact marked by the pattern view in smoke, an object seemingly not meant to exist in this world. A 20-sided die, known only to omniscient perspective. And now it's staying in an utterly corrupted blackness.
Just as I thought. You had it all along.
What is going on? Alap, is that you, bro? So much shit is happening. It's like a mirror. It's strong. Its strongest reflection are shaped by time. Back with Doris. Or Erd. Up to this point, I have participated firsthand in several sections of Las Societas. Those literary experiments treated language as an advanced game, weaving reality and fiction into an invisible web, ensnaring anyone present in a maze of words. Not before I have been so intimate with literature, I thought about it so deeply. I was amazed by how words could so vividly express both playfulness and values. Until that ordinary afternoon when a poet named Eduardo was reciting his new piece with refined rhythm, and Miss Octavia was discussing the state of Sao Paulo with me. No one noticed anything unusual about Mr. Julio's condition. Just like you wrote in the Tin Shoulder of Sao Paulo. The greatness of Latin America lies in its richness, and from that richness comes misfortune, gnawed by insatiable greed. One man's poverty is another feast. Suffering nourishes joy. They are like riverbanks clearly divided. This duality, this paradox, isn't it precisely the kind of question we should be posing to literature? The thought of bones against hard surface interrupts her. Julio is banging his head against the wall. Not enough. Not enough. Not like this. You can grasp space and time. I'm still missing some essential language framework and thought patterns. With our current language system, I cannot catch the ghost of time. I can't only let it slip away on the tip of my pen. Mr. Julio, what's wrong with you? Unlike the panicked Octavia, the other inmate around Julio seemed unfazed. That wall is unscalable. Julio, I told you already, I can lend you some of my bandages for last week if you need them. A permanently silent object, any form of narration is futile. In the end, you're just wrestling with your own shadow. What are you standing around for? Can you see Julius hurting himself? Daria is clearly flustered. Doris knows she must first eliminate any outside intervention that might obstruct her ability to help. Miss Octavia, please calm down. Tell me, what do you see? Miss Julia, he's hurt. He's bleeding. Trying to break through the mirror of language with his head, but it was actually a wall. By now, Doris had learned how to filter out the surreal embellishment, typical of associated members, in order to correctly assess the situation. Mirror or wall, it doesn't matter. Please take a closer look and describe what you see clearly without embellishment. What is Mr. Julio's condition? His muscles are spasming and uncontrollably, as if jarred by cold electric current. His face is tightening, twisting like he's struggling against a silent force. His fingers are curling into an unnatural shape. Oh, hi, Bad Wolf. Hello. Oh, damn, I didn't know you could jump in chapter 9 this quickly. How going so far? Yeah, we're going chapter 9 straight away today. It was crazy. So Mr. Idealist got shot, and then the whole shit gone south. People are rioting in prison, and we have to get out. So that's where we at. Yeah. His expression keeps changing, first pain, then panic, and finally blankness. Sounds like he's having an epileptic seizure. Perhaps I could offer some help. Guided by the sound, Julia whimpers. Doris approaches. His head is bloody. Please, Mr. Octavia, help me so I can help him. Could you lay him down flat on his side? We have to stop him from hurting himself. I can use my arcane skill. Flashing light could worsen the epileptic seizure. Does your arcane skill emit intense light? If so, I must ask you to refrain from using it. Octavia hurriedly retract her incantation. She pressed down on Julio's shoulder and lowered him onto the cold, hard floor. The doctor kneels quickly and gently turns the man onto his side, preventing him from injuring himself any further. As time passed, Mr. Julio's convulsions began to subside. His body remained stiff, his jaw clenched tight. I took a disposable bite pad from the first aid kit and carefully placed it in his mouth to keep him from biting himself. Eventually, the situation came under control, and Mr. Julio's breathing stabilized. And then everyone went straight back to gathering as if it were only a minor inconvenience. Thank you for your help, Miss Earth. The doctor responded with a silent smile. You seem experienced. Is this a major part of your responsibility in Sao Paulo? Yup, she's a doctor. Yes, saving others is my profession. Writing is my hobby. In my home, I am first and foremost a doctor. Miss Earth, you have my utmost admiration. As a doctor, as a writer, and even more as a person beyond any social categorization. You, as a doctor who actually lived in the favelas, pointing the barrel at yourself before wielding your words as a weapon. Compared to you, I achieve nothing of substance. All I do is weigh idea around, as if that's enough. Miss Octavia, I am simply a writer who follows her curiosity. I'm afraid I'm not qualified to provide you any concrete advice, nor I am as great as you say. You're well prepared for your vision and ambition, but modesty is such an essential part of writing, and you'll just demonstrate a skillful use of introspection. Thank you for your kind word. I would like to return to my room and think for a while. See you tomorrow. Oh. Leaders pursue his idea to erect a magnificent vision atop the Tower of Literature. But for those outside the tower, what good is that magnificence? Here I am locked away in the prison. My world go no further than these walls. I even only have my life because of my wretched father. It was foolish to think that idea alone would ease people's pain. Maybe we are no different from the heretic who were burned at the stake in the Middle Ages. Perhaps only professional like Miss Earth, doctor with real expertise, can truly save a person. Wait, but this prison does have a doctor. A doctor meant to handle every kind of issue, whose specialty is precisely in mental field. He's not just a doctor, he's an overseer of this prison. I once asked the idealist why the person in charge here isn't a regular jailer or police chief, a physician. I suspected he pushed me off with some grandiose idealist rhetoric. But why has the idealist always seemed so opposed to a physician? Why can't patients like Mr. Julio, who are clearly suffering, be sent to him? Also on top, puzzle, question after question. My head. A sign echoed through the circular building and is soon answered by a chorus of other side. Can't do this alone. Saltavia turned and walked away. Though she looked disheartened, I could still see the power and unwavering force that drove her forward. What would that force be for me? Looking back, I too began to reflect on myself, to contemplate fate, that grand and irreversible force. Part 8, the spider web. Open it, reread it, witness firsthand the event that transpired within the desert. Oh boy.
Ladies, I must apologize for what happened back there.
It's okay, things happen.
We were caught off guard. There has never been a commotion of that scale before. I must report this to the physician.
Don't worry, Miss Jailer. We made it out in one piece.
Thank you for your understanding. Ordinarily, I would arrange to escort you to a safer location, but I'm afraid at this hour you'll have missed the last train. And the roads are icy at night.
Hearing this, recollect exchanged a quick but meaningful expression with her companion.
Psst. Vernon, we can't leave like this.
Of course you're not gonna leave, Recoleta. You literally want to meet our loud.
We appreciate your kind consideration, Miss Jailer. But we still have some unfinished business here.
I see. I'll arrange a clean room in a safer section for you. We'll do our best to ensure your safety tonight.
Thank you, Jailer. You're so nice. Night falls, the girl huddled together, scrutinizing their unfamiliar surrounding.
They actually found us a spare room.
Bleak, quiet, and somber. It's a cell like all the others.
Don't worry. This isn't the first time we've ended up on the wrong side of the bars.
At least this time we're just here for the night, not a full sentence.
Let out a whispered thin protest.
Though this cell is quite different from the ones we've been in before.
Not just the cell. The whole prison is unlike anything I've seen. And this society they've been running here isn't some mere pastime. They're having real discussions about meaningful topics, even though the rest of the world has been cut off from them.
But we're still in an Arcanist prison. A place where conflicts and violence can erupt at any moment. Let's not forget that. Miss Jailer warned us from the start. These prisoners are mentally unstable and potentially dangerous. Miss Recoleta, with all due respect, we can't afford to see this place through rose-colored glasses. We'd be overlooking the risks, as we did earlier.
And with all due respect, Soneto, we didn't overlook any danger. At least I didn't. A writer must be observant if she is to accurately reflect the world in her writing.
Oh my god, girl.
But you...
We came here with different goals. And still, none of them have been accomplished. I suggest we focus on our respective missions, instead of fighting with one another.
Exactly. Listen to Burton.
Apologies, Timekeeper. Miss Recoleta, I take back everything I said.
Don't apologize, Soneto. I'm at fault too. Sometimes I forget that words can be as sharp as swords. You were only thinking about our safety. I shouldn't have been so rude.
Aw, there we go.
I actually really admire how you fought back there. If you'd allow me, I'd like to write a poem for you, once my novel's finished.
Not Soneto blushing.
That's terribly kind of you. But honestly, I think we've had enough poetry today to last a lifetime.
Burton, are you jealous? Burton, are you jealous that Recoleta just offered a poem to Soneto? Burton, I see you. Burton, I see you. Recoleta was like, how about I offer you a poem? And then freaking Burton said, no, we don't need it. Save it. I see ya, Burton. I see ya.
Let me know if you change your mind. By the way,
She's
did
jelly.
either of you see what happened to the idealist?
Burton is jelly. Recalling their recent conflict, the indomitable girl finally
The
hesitated.
jailer told me she went back to the gallery once everything calmed down. She found nothing. No blood, no shell cases, not even a trace of the idealist.
Timekeeper, now's really not the time for ghost stories.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Soneto is really scared of like ghosts and monster. like a horror monster, yeah. Oh
You mean
man.
that maybe the idealist somehow managed to get out of there on his own? Or perhaps someone else helped him?
Well, according to the idealist and our jailer, any inmates who are unwell will be taken to the physician. It's possible someone brought him there, while everyone else was shouting and running about.
You're right. It could be that he's with the physician right now. I'm relieved. That was a sudden plot twist, but a visionary of his magnitude doesn't deserve to die in silence like that.
Soneto is just a puppy, obeying Burton right away when she scolds her. Soneto just... Yeah, Soneto just like love Burton, you know? In a way.
To be fair, the gunshot was quite loud, as was the ensuing commotion.
Nonetheless, he couldn't have just died like that. I mean, the readers would riot if a writer were to kill off a character so abruptly. But you believe he's still alive too, am I right?
She knows her words are merely cover. She needs an answer, a real undeniable answer.
There's nothing that we can be certain of for now. But on a brighter note, we didn't come back empty-handed from our mission either, Soneto. We found Dr. Dorez's signature in the gallery. You were right all along, Recoleta. She was here.
But we didn't see her at the gathering. Could something have happened to her, like with the idealist?
She'll be fine.
Do you think she was also sent to the physician and never made it back?
This is all just speculation. If we want to find the idealist, or Dr. Dorez, we need to speak to this physician first.
Mm.
Miss Recoleta, Do you believe that the idealist could be your pen pal, Aleph? Whether he is or not, he's still my best lead.
That name touched a nerve once again.
Amigas, I've had this strange feeling in my gut since we got here. Something is slowing us down.
I love puppy Senero. Yeah, Senero is just just obeying these virgin orders right away.
Now to figure
Without
out
a second
what
thought.
it is.
Silent fear grips her, like rebels suddenly appearing for one still lake, unsettling in the quiet disturbance.
Look, it's a wild guess, but just wait till I finish. It feels like everything happening in this prison is somehow connected to my novel. El auge y la caída de la cordura.
The rise and fall of sanity.
We're no strangers to wild guesses, and sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think. So this... the rise and fall of sanity. Sorry. What exactly is your story about?
The questions scattered the midnight gloom. Outside, moonlight spilled over gray white snow.
Huh. Nunca pensé que te interesaría.
Ah, I never thought you'd be interested.
It starts... Sorry. It's been a while since I told it from the beginning. A few years ago, I worked as a forest ranger. It happened in a desert town called Amalfitano, in Sonora, back in 1975.
True patient listener was the stammering girl waiting for the next part of her story.
You know what? Most people say the beginning's a bit hard to get into, except for Aleph. I'm thinking of rewriting it, but if you like the sound of it so far, maybe I could read you the latest part I just finished?
She studied her reader's expression, guessing madly at the response. Aw, look at them reading.
Todo empezó con los datos de frecuencia de las cintas.
It all started with the frequency data from the tape.
El patrón general parecía haber cambiado. Al principio, la investigadora de paracausalidad lo atribuyó a un error estadístico. Un fallo, tal vez. Oh, sorry.
The general pattern seemed to have changed. At first, casualty researchers chalk it up to the statistical error, a glitch perhaps.
But after a few days and long nights of meticulous calculations, that explanation only became less and less plausible. The odds of success and failure kept shifting, and the chance of repeating the previous result kept growing. It was as if someone had tampered with the rules and tweaked it to their liking.
I love how she getting used to speaking her native language. She forgot to speaking English with this guy when she reading her writing.
She took her findings to Amalfitano, the town of nothing, as they called it then. Near the old looms, she met a blind weaver who spoke softly of an old tale. I heard a strange rustling at dawn, like a die rolling along a wooden floor. Then the morning light dimmed and died. That was the last time I saw the sun, my own hands, or the threads I worked with. The second time I heard the die roll, I was told the oxen in the fields sank to their knees and never stood again. By the third roll, the fields were crawling with frogs. Plows ran over them, and some still writhed, squeezing themselves deeper into the cracks in the earth. The fourth time the die rolled, 10 dormice plunged into the sea in a strange sleepwalk, and 10 bears feasted for the last time before winter arrived. The final roll of the die was cast in a cage during a duel. before a crowd of eager eyes. The winner left with 10 pounds of gold, and the loser left with 10 flies, which fell on him to feast.
Why does Fred do the sound like a rolling tide?
Is that all?
Seems like it.
Yep.
Well, there's more, but I haven't quite figured those parts out yet. Any thoughts? Anything. I can take it. Please, I really need some feedback.
I wonder if the protagonist ever finds this die of Babylon in the end.
Oh, Verton, it isn't a real die, it's just a metaphor.
Oh, I see. I must have missed that. Sorry. Still, it's a beautiful story. Sad, but beautiful.
The story is still too obscure, isn't it? Aleph warned me about this. In our last correspondence, he suggested adding the Blind Weaver to shed light on the hidden theme. It helped at first, but even with a sage advice, no matter how hard I tried, the plot just didn't seem to move forward. Feel stuck in that village with them, lost, dazed, isolated inside their small, disconnected moments. Something crucial is missing, leaving gaps between the characters and the scenes. Should I change the storyteller's perspective? Start a different angle? Or maybe rewrite the characters completely? What should I do?
Before the writer sink into a swirling vortex of self-doubt, someone decided to push for something tangible.
Apologies, but you said your story somehow connects to what's happening here in the Panopticon. What makes you think that?
It's a strange feeling. Like everything here belongs to a dream I once had. Only I can't remember it.
Do you mean that you have a sense of déjà vu?
You could say that.
It's nothing to worry about. Our psychiatrist friend Kakanya told me those moments are often
Kakanya!
the result of a dysfunctional connection between two parts of the brain. Like a little glitch in our heads.
No, it's nothing like déjà vu.
Oh. Storyteller snapped back, politely agitated.
Déjà vu is a single moment, a specific situation. But here it's everything. La sociedad, the rules, the idealist, even the incidents in the gallery. Each one unfolds in a similar pattern, like the grooves on a record, telling a story I feel I've listened to before. Amalfitano and Comala. They're two sides of that same record, playing out the same tune. Whatever happens in my story seems to be happening here too. I had that feeling when I met you as well, Miss Verton. At first I thought it was only an interesting coincidence. You're much like the first character in my story. A traveler with a suitcase.
Oh shit! The girl Rainbow's on desperately relating to her character.
But then I realized, the doctor, your Dores, she's like the Blind Weaver who lost her sight to the die despite having always been faithful to it. And the jailer, she's the bank clerk who assisted the corporation in taking over the town in order to escape her past. And the idealist, he's the murdered donkey driver, and the die of Babylon. No. Mis queridos amigos ficticios. ¿Qué rayos les está pasando?
My dear fictional friend, what on earth is happening to you?
Are you saying that everyone we've met here matches a character from your story? Like some kind of archetype?
Seems so.
That sounds unbelievable. But then again, maybe you're onto something. You see the world through a different lens that none of us share.
Not just the characters. The events here are mirroring my story too. Aleph, he's the only one who truly understood my story. If things are playing out just like my novel, then maybe Aleph is in fact still here.
Are you suggesting that someone is controlling the Panopticon in order to make it follow the same plot as your story? That they've set the rules,
started the poetry group, planned the attack on the idealist, and tried to prevent us from finding Dr. Dores. If that's true, Miss Recoleta, it's very likely that the one acting against us is in fact Aleph himself.
Seems like it. And bro is like did not appear for the entire time. I don't know where he is. We don't know where he's hiding right now. Recoleta never expected the chain of reasoning to unravel this way.
But No. How could that be possible?
Interrupt only for confusion to creep onto her face a moment later.
Why? Why would he do this? I don't see any reason why he'd be connected. He's an intelligent, cultured, and profound person, not a common killer. No, none of this adds up.
Remember, Dr. Doris was brought to Ushuaia by the Xeno rebels. And we know they're connected to Manus Vindicte. If this Aleph really is hiding Doris from us, he may be working with them.
Recoleta stared blankly for a while before clumsily shifting topic.
Oh, my... Soneto. I didn't know you had such a flair for stories. Maybe you should join us and become a visceral realist too.
Girl, don't change the subject. We almost reaching the same
I
conclusion.
think you're only imagining things. Perhaps you were inspired by this strange prison?
Girl, you're coping right now.
Perhaps we all need to start writing our own stories. Come out now. Whoever's out there, speak up. How can we help you?
Who's there?
What am I missing it? Reverse Juvia. This chapter is heavily inspired by Latin American 20th century literature. Octavia, Alberta, Garcia are based on a real. Yeah, I know. Someone in the chat told me. I think it was Junior. Junior told me about it. Bad Wolf. They already told me that they are based on real historical people. Yeah, I already know.
Let's kill time together.
My side, wear gloves. By God's grace.
It will be over before
Get
you
out
feel
of
it.
here.
A shot hit.
Non voltarti indietro. Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
Part 9. The Central Tower. A silent, merciless order of ideals.
Easy, easy. It's me, Garcia. We met at the gallery earlier.
Oh, hi, you guys. Oh my god.
Please, I come in peace.
Recoleta paid no mind to the young man's explanation, but focused whole on the woman beside him.
It's you, Octavia! The murderer herself!
Girl, oh my god. Stop believing to false accusations. Oh my god.
Please, calm yourself, Miss Recoleta.
Yes, please calm down.
The jailer has already confirmed that she wasn't the one to fire at the idealist.
Yeah.
The shot came from somewhere else in the room.
Yeah, man, calm down, chill. Recoleta bit her lip, giving up a little space to the intruder.
Miss Octavia, what brings you here at this hour?
I come here out of goodwill. Believe me, I didn't want any bloodshed either. I understand you just arrived today. There's something you need to know about the inmates here.
The visitor expression is weary and low.
We're outcasts, rejected by society and literature. and our privileges are limited within these walls. But before I started my own literature group, I struck a deal with the Panopticon authorities. If we cooperate and stay out of trouble, they'd leave us be. We could discuss literature freely and openly in Comala. Such a thing may seem trivial to you, but this is of immense importance to us.
Oh, there's no happier thing in this world than discussing literature. No one should ever put limits on it.
You're right, Recoleta. But we're prisoners here. There are certain rules we have to follow. Except, the idealist didn't see it our way. He refused to compromise, believing that the long poem and his so-called ism could break us free from the cage of the ever-watchful eye.
Perhaps he was right. You might have achieved more if you'd listened to him. After all, visceral realism keeps us connected to who we are. You have to believe in the truth of visceral realism, because out there, beyond these walls, many of us still do.
And what has it changed? Garcia, you're the latest inmate here. Tell us, 3 months ago, before they arrested you and took you here, what has the visceral realism movement accomplished out there?
Besides them, Garcia, who had been patiently leaning against the railing, produced a metallic vibration on his grate. A rough paper roll burned between his lips.
At first, it was revolutionary. Young poets joined in droves. We held gatherings. And the literary world seemed alive again. I was just a kid when the leading poets left the city. Everyone thought it was only temporary. But they didn't come back, and nothing has happened since. No one says it, but we all know. Visceral realism died in 1977.
No, not for me. It's not dead as long as people still believe in it. I believe in it.
Also, visceral realism is based on the movement inferiorism? Realism? Octavia ignored the childish remarks. She knows that conviction can be as fragile as a spider web.
Belief, faith, what is this obsession with the true self? Why does your type always insist on there being a true self hiding beneath our roles in society? Our disciplines?
Look at the idealist. He never once stopped fighting for what he believed in, even long after he was put behind these bars.
Idealist, what a name he gave himself. Who will he be when he finally breaks free from the eyes of the central tower? When he is left without his willful audience? And nobody. That's what. And that is a truth even he is terrified of.
Miss Octavia, I hope you've come with something more important to share than just some criticism of the idealist.
You're right. I have an important message for you. Dr. Torres, I heard you were looking for her. The woman from the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence. She used to write under the name Erd, didn't she?
Yes, that's right. Do you know her? You're the first person I've met here to speak plainly about her. Do you know where she might be?
We crossed paths, but only briefly. I'm not sure where she's gone. Maybe the authorities know. However, she left this with me. I think you'll need it more than I do.
Oh, what is it? A journal. Octavia hands over a personal folder. Before they might open it, she already turned to leave.
We have other matters to attend to. I'll leave you to your business. Garcia, shall we?
The visitors leave in haste, their faces and expression obscured by the night shadow. Foundation investigation opened the worn manuscript folder with caution.
The physician told me the horrifying truth about the Panopticon of Kamala and the power behind it. Manus Vindictae.
By becoming the Panopticon's sole patron, they seized control of the resources and the allocation system, turning this place into a living hell. I suspect that the physician, the current highest authority here, is responsible for this situation. I discovered that the inmates were put through brutal training, even when they were too sick to carry out their tasks. They also forced pure-blood Arcanist inmates to wear their masks, effectively turning them into murmuring puppets.
Just as we suspected. Manus Vindictae is orchestrating everything.
They are everywhere.
No wonder we didn't find them in the city. They've been hiding here all along.
No one would have thought to come looking for them here.
They snapped the folder shut. A familiar signature seen on the forward page of U2 magazine, and the receipt found in Sao Paulo. I felt home.
But why would Miss Octavia bring this to us? What's in it for her? Do you think she's trying to mislead us, Timekeeper?
Maybe. But the handwriting in that notebook is most certainly Erd's. If she's leading us astray on purpose, why? Miss Recoleta?
Not a chance.
Oh, sorry.
Haven't you seen how she denies everything beautiful in the world? Aleph would never be so biased.
Skip that part. What would you think? Could she be out left?
No. Aleph is like a mirror. He reflects both light and shadow. But Octavia, maybe she hasn't looked at the shadow within for a long time. I know that look on her face. It's the look of a writer. I've seen so many like her during my trip. The faces of a lost, struggling generation.
Under the night sky, Kamala prison stand like a forgotten gravestone covered by fine cold snow. In a room repurposed from a prison cell, Drigo, in search of someone, shares the absurd, bizarre tale. Meanwhile, at the entrance of the central watchtower, a jaguar knocked on a secure door.
Dr. Merlin, I'm here to report on today's events.
Dr. Merlin? Frantic writing raked the quiet room. The jailer's visit did not deter the man behind the desk. He continued writing, wholly absorbed as if each letter was filling the world around him.
There was a commotion in the gallery today, sir. An inmate known as the Idealist was severely injured. The inmates nearby said he lost consciousness from blood loss. However, after we put everyone back in their cell, the Idealist was gone. I made a sweep of the grounds, but there was no trace of him.
He disappeared.
It's possible that he regained consciousness and went into hiding. I'll perform a full search tomorrow.
Jaguar found herself quite unexpectedly considering the truth about Pablo.
No need.
Out loud.
Sir?
He knew the consequences of breaking the rules, did he not?
Sir, with all due respect, I think today's incident proved just how dangerous it is to let the inmates keep their weapons. We never should have let them walk around with deadly weapons. Even if we had to, we should have doubled the guards. We can't expect them to follow their own rules simply out of fear of the central tower.
Physician interrupted her sharply with no hint of concern.
Such matters fall beyond your purview, jailer. You only need to do what's required of your title. Is there anything else?
There is another thing. 2 guests from the Foundation came through today. They said they were looking for someone named Doris. They've shown a willingness to cooperate, though they were involved with the incident in Corridor Zero.
On the writing continue, her report disregard. The generally take a deep breath. That's quite difficult to say.
Sir, There is one more thing. I told Miss Octavia we're short on rations, and she's adjusted the inmates' portions accordingly, but that won't last long. Manus Vindicti stopped providing supplies back in March, and Sino has collected all the prisoners they had previously placed in her custody. I just wonder why they have so suddenly withdrawn from Ushuaia and brought all the prisoners with them. I also noticed that we haven't received any orders from the government since Warden Tartuffe was transferred. In fact, we haven't had any communication with them at all.
Because Mana Vindicta is under control. It's not the government. That's not good.
Sir, in frank terms, we're facing down a
serious
shortage of medicine, food, and basic supplies. At this rate, the Panopticon will soon be unable to operate. Where will our inmates go then?
The man before her said nothing for a long time, his pen still flickering over the page.
Can we ask the Foundation for help? They've sent their people here. Maybe they're interested in the Panopticon?
Oh, I don't think the physician is gonna like that.
I could arrange a meeting if you like.
You're unusually talkative today.
The man finally stopped writing and looks up.
Pardon, sir?
That's fascinating, you know. You've become so much more concerned about this place and its inmates than when you first started. You are now dictated by your title.
I didn't mean to overstep. I'm sorry.
You can go now. I have a great deal of work to do. Oh, and one more thing.
Beckon the jailer back before he should leave.
Make sure this month's Kamala Congress is held according to schedule.
Yes, sir.
Jaguar disappeared beyond the door. Metallic footsteps fading into distance. Only then does the physician allow his suppressed frustration to surface.
How many times have I warned you about this? The idealist has to go. He's nothing but trouble for us. You're too soft on him, Aleph. Look at the mess he has us in now.
What are you talking to, man? Is he have a multiple personality?
Calm down. He's a rabble-rousing thief, a self-destructive maniac, a snake in the grass. He even stole the Tea of Kamala from me. He's nearly ruined everything we've worked for.
Yu is talking to himself right now. The man angrily raised the once lost and now found die. In the dim room, it flickers with comforting glow.
It's only a die, Merlin. It does nothing more than a die can do. You were there today. You saw what he did. He managed to change the Panopticon with this die, even if only for a second. He'll ruin my work, Aleph. He's a slave to his passion. His head is filled with impulsive thoughts. I don't trust him. We can't trust him. I've done everything you've asked. Now it's time to do your part.
Aleph responded with indifference to the physician's frustration, continuing his writing without pause.
Time's ticking down. I can't afford any further mistakes. No one can be permitted to stop my experiment in the Panopticon. I'll prove it to them that we have found the path to the ultimate answer.
Bro is literally talking to himself. Like he have multiple personality or some shit. Pot can they add mail? The Jew is no one can truly bend fate. Okay then.
La cabaña con el techo azul estaba silenciosa como siempre. En un sueño fugaz, la investigadora de paracausalidad descubrió la verdad detrás del dado de Babilonia. Examinó cuidadosamente los patrones ocultos, como un astuto astrólogo rastrea los movimientos de las estrellas. Lo que pueda parecer errores o accidentes no niega las verdades del destino. Por el contrario, afirma en su existencia. Solo pregúntale al gran Heráclito. En un universo no observado, el dado de Babilonia gira perpetuamente, dictando el destino de todos en un tiempo que es tanto infinitamente largo como infinitamente corto. Mira, cerró los ojos. Respetaba la aleatoriedad de los números y el destino. Respetaba el juicio del dado. De lo contrario, se habría perdido sumisamente en los huecos del tiempo y bajaría para siempre como un fantasma en el olvido.
In the solemn prison hall under the half-light of the next day, the prisoner of Kamala gathered. Octavia stepped onto the podium with a stern expression.
First, allow me to make one thing clear. I had absolutely nothing to do with what happened to the Idealist yesterday. I swear it on my career as a writer. As you all know, the Idealist and I are the representatives of the two factions of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Américas. As you also know, we have been at peace since the Let Sleeping Dogs Lie agreement was signed a few months ago. Despite our differing views, we have coexisted to this day under the watchful gaze of the Central Tower. Rest assured that we will work tirelessly to locate the missing Idealist.
Don't put so much pressure on yourself, Miss Octavia. His death wasn't your fault. After all, he was the one who threw the first verbal dagger.
Oh boy, people are still fighting with each other. The murder cascading below reached the ear of a prisoner from another faction.
Show some respect, you morons. The Idealist is missing, not dead. I'm sure he'll show up in one piece before we know it.
Better face the hard truth now, Roberta. Though, I have to say, it won't be easy for you to find a new leader as mad as him.
A polite cough from the hostess paused the heated debate.
Please, everyone, quiet down. According to the agreement, today's Congress should have been chaired by the Idealist. Since he is still missing, I will be acting on his...
Pardon my lateness. Go ahead. I'm ready to moderate.
Unfamiliar footsteps break the regular pattern of event. A jailer leads her visitor to the entrance of the prison hall.
Miss Vert, I looked over the incarceration and visitor records from the past 6 months. There was no mention of anyone named Doris.
Then it seems only the physician knows the whereabouts of Dr. Dorez. Miss Jailer, we need to meet with the physician. It's important.
Listen, you really shouldn't take the inmates' ramblings too seriously.
Considering the identity of the person before her, the jailer softened her tone.
But if it's as critical as you say, I'll make another request later. That said, I'm afraid the meeting won't happen for at least a few days.
Understood.
For now, please join us for today's Congress.
Okay.
Espectacular! Do you hold literary salons like this every day? This place is practically a writer's paradise. So, you're the host of the salon, Octavia? I say we set aside our differences and have a titillating literary discussion.
You've come at the right time. You may serve as witnesses for the Congress alongside the jailer, like a citizen's jury in a court.
Your suggestion aligns with the congressional rules. Very well.
Huh? Congress? Witnesses? Isn't this a salon? Which topic are we discussing? Literary theories? Schools? Principles? Languages? Oh, narrative perspectives?
None of those.
Sylvia lowered her head, giving her questioner a long, deep look.
This Congress is about the randomness of fate, Miss Recoleta.
Randomness of fate?
As she sank into confusion and bewilderment, the trailer voice rising in triumphant introduction.
Dear visitors from the Foundation, allow me to introduce the Comala Congress. What happened yesterday was merely a brief anomaly. In the Panopticon, spontaneous order among the inmates is the norm, and the Comala Congress serves as its truest reflection.
Spontaneous order?
Yes. Through the Congress, the inmates assign and distribute medication, communal duties, and rest periods. They are entirely self-regulated.
Tone is filled with pride.
I hereby announce the commencement of the 7th Comala Congress.
Oh boy. What is this? As her words fall, Octavia take out the worm's lottery box and small trinket from her hand. The prisoner move in perfect order like a swarm of ants.
A cardboard box, and is that a paper die? It has 20 sides.
Are we gonna roll? Like, what is this?
We carefully examine hidden patterns, much like an astute astrologer tracks the movements of the stars.
Isn't this...
From somewhere in the audience, the girl consciously mumbles a revelation.
Isn't this just like the Die of Babylon? The MacGuffin that weaves through the entire plot? The infinite symbiote of fate? And the symbol that compresses time into a shriveled circle?
So it's just like what she wrote earlier in her journal.
What may seem like errors or accidents doesn't negate the verities of destiny. On the contrary, they affirm its very existence. Just ask the great Heraclito. In an unobserved universe, the die spins in perpetuity.
Dictating the fate of all in time that is both infinitely long and infinitely short?
Look, I've closed my eyes. I respect the randomness of numbers and destiny.
Oh my god,
I respect the die's judgment.
It literally just happened in her journal. As the prisoner recites the announcement, the author voice becomes more and more sluggish.
Otherwise, we will acquiesce and lose ourselves in the gaps of time and wander forever as ghosts in oblivion.
Damn.
I don't understand what's going on. Oh, but the irony that I probably have more idea what's going on than anyone here. Miss Recoleta, this is all in your novel, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's literally happened just like what she wrote.
I'm afraid so. The recitations, the references to an astrologer and Heraclito, they couldn't possibly be just a coincidence. Then, could it be? Will they look to the die to dictate their fate?
The girl's audible shock does not affect the proceeding on stage. The Congress continue.
I shall perform the first roll. Its result will determine the subsequent roll order for this Congress.
Moses tossed the 20-sized die into the cardboard box and began shaking it rhythmically.
The result is 5. This check complies with the prerequisite conditions of the ruling of the die, and the standard roll order has been established. Inmate Jose, please come forth. You are the first in the initiative order. Therefore, fate's judgment shall fall upon you before all else.
Me? Okay.
Prisoner stepped forward, taking the fragile box in his hand and shaking it to roll the die and observe fates inside. That stopped, and just like that, a simple number decide his fate.
17! It's 17! Ah, what a wonderful number! 17! Like an oasis in an endless desert.
The result is 17, and the score combination 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3. According to the ruling of the die, he shall receive 60 risperidone tablets, 40 clozapine tablets, and 40 diazepam tablets. Additionally, he will assume the role of cultural manager of the Comala Congress. Before he takes office, inmate Jose must clean the first restroom for the next 7 days.
Wonderful! I'll gladly clean the toilet. I've got the brooms here, the toilet detergent, oh, and the toilet brush too.
Bro, just like, you know what? I'm willing to take the role and just do the chore.
I have been waiting for this opportunity. As cultural manager, I will speak with every inmate and complete the Comala memoir, finally capturing the moments when literary sparks ignite and explode.
Next is inmate Eduardo. Please come forth.
Man in question is a nervous mess. His gaze flicker, his eyebrow five up, stay on his forehead. His teeth crash against each other in turmoil.
But I can't remember the ruling of the die. I can't remember anything. Damn it. Sorry, Senora Octavia, but I don't think I can do this. I didn't get any medication in the last Congress. I've had multiple episodes. It's like my brain's jammed or something.
Oh, poor dude.
It's all right, inmate Eduardo. It's easy. You don't need to know the rules to roll the die. Give me your hand, I'll help you.
Prisoner follows suit, hand trembling, and he shakes his bark, the only thing he can do.
My sincerest apologies, inmate Eduardo. The die dictates that you must voluntarily descend into the sewers and write the thematic keyword that currently causes you the most anxiety on the walls.
Damn.
Thank you very much, Miss Octavia. I think my head's about to split in half. I need a moment to rest before I head down there and fulfill my destiny.
Touching his head, the prisoner leaves. He steps heavy, his hand empty, but his brow finally falling at ease.
Jailer, are you really letting them make every decision with the roll of a die? Eduardo is clearly in a much more dire condition than Jose. The medication should have been given to him.
As I said, this is how the inmates of the Panopticon maintain order. The physician periodically provides medication, food, and other necessities, and the inmates distribute them in this spontaneous and efficient manner. Neither authority nor violence is involved in this process. This is what sets Comala apart from all other custodial facilities.
Is that it? You abdicate all agency to the roll of a paper die and call it the randomness of fate? What kind of sick joke is this?
Yeah, it just...
Please calm down, Recoleta. This is the method that the inmates have collectively decided to recognize. They're prepared to face the possible sacrifices that it brings. This isn't about you or me. It's not our place to interfere with a procedure that has been proven both pragmatic and effective.
But still though, like...
My duty is to assist the inmates in maintaining order through the methods that they have established. And yours is to witness their self-governance, not judge it.
But the thing is that there are probably some inmates that have like the worst mental illness that they have to face, right? And without medication, it's gonna be worse for them. And they can't control it, you know? I don't think this is like a good idea to like put your fate onto a fucking die, and then, you know, telling you what you should do. Just really, yeah, just, I don't know, man. I don't think I can, like, I don't know what to think about this. The jailer take a deep breath, her words clearly meant to convince herself as much as anyone listened.
If everything somehow unfolds as it does in my novel, then every role is already predetermined. Vertin, do you remember the story I told you last night? The odds of both success and failure were consecutively multiplied. I remember. As soon as a character experiences a failure, they continue to suffer failures in an endless chain reaction. None of Eduardo's future dice rolls will ever result in a number higher than 10. At this rate, this system, this sociedad, ruled by the dice of Babylon, is bound to collapse.
Oh. She looks around, realizing that her words, weighty as they seem to her, have gotten no attention.
Eduardo will never receive any medication. The moment he writes the keyword on the wall could very well be the moment he spells out his own death. No, I can't let this happen. I have to do something.
Recoleta rushed to the stage. Uh-oh.
Wait, Miss Recoleta, what are you doing?
Few soldiers would appreciate the idea of taking orders from an accursed die. A skilled commander would never rely on luck to make decisions. On the battlefield, the distance for every maneuver should be clear and precise, not two numbers with a D in the middle, unless you're looking to invite a mutiny. That said, if a die with such power were placed in a soldier's hand, I'm pretty sure they'd roll it and let it decide their destiny.
Luck will always be your side.
There's no good luck without bad luck. Just as a coin must have two sides. Luck essentially defines one's entire life. And whether it's make or break, life or death, the die will keep on rolling. Of course, dice aren't the only tools used to play with fate. Coins, lotteries, even shells on the beach can all serve the same purpose. Thanks to the randomness of fate, a Babylonian may rise to be a proconsul one day and fall into slavery the next.
Some tragedy could have been avoided.
Well, that's where historians come in. With a little creative editing of the history books, even the random rolls of a die can suddenly make sense. What were once avoidable tragedies are rebranded as reasonable incidents, or even desirable outcomes.
At least the roll of die is impartial.
You're starting to sound like a gambler. But even gamblers, after hitting a hot streak or a losing spell, start to convince themselves that they've figured out the grand pattern behind games of chance. It isn't just gamblers either. Witches tried to influence fate through rituals and charms. Ancient mathematicians calculated probabilities on paper. Some even wrote books on game theory. Meanwhile, others suspected there were cheaters among them. I just hope these high rollers unite to confront the demon who holds the laws of the universe, the past, present, and future, in its claws, and give it a well done and a slap in the face.
You're talking in circle today.
Haven't I always? It's just that today, the die rolled a peculiar number. But all things considered, I prefer the other kind of commander. The die is cast, but regardless of what number has been rolled, it's time to cross the river.
Okay. Part 11. Soothsayer, World Maker. The goddess delight in toying with the piety of her believers. On the stage, Octavia remained the picture of serenity as she orchestrated the Congress.
Miss Recoleta, as a witness to the Congress, you have the right to express your doubts calmly.
Listen, you...
She recalled the complaint of her two former companions, the jailer dismissal, and the confusing expression on every error she has ever faced. If she will lay out every detail on her novel here and now, she would only get the same response.
No, it's nothing. It's just that I'd like to participate in the dice rolling ceremony. May I?
Of course. The very fact that you're standing here in the Panopticon proves that you share a common fate with it.
Oh boy, let's see what the dice did take her. Ricoletta surveyed the prisoner waiting to cast their die, the expression of the serene, untroubled, calmly waiting for their fate. The joy and misfortune of those before them do not affect the long-winding queue in the slightest. She took a deep breath.
It doesn't matter when I roll the die, since the rolls are simply a reflection of the randomness of fate, right?
Precisely.
Then I'd like to perform my role after the 27th inmate. Is that alright?
As you wish, Miss Recoleta.
Okay, we go. Oh, we're actually using dice. Nothing happened. Okay.
Great lockdown. By God's grace. Nuestro adversario the enemies of peace shall be stamped out. Now is the time of a shot hit.
Nasa en todos los momentos.
Get out of here!
Cosmología, filosofía, clase, nuestro aliado es la verdad.
Now is the time of the enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Nasa en todos los momentos. Idealismo, sueños de fantasía. But do I have to do this?
Now is the time of the enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
En todos los momentos, en la acumulación de la
You go. Oh,
Suéltalo todo una vez más.
it's so sick, bro.
Huh? It's already over? It seems fate favors you, Miss Recoleta.
Oh,
Here are your supplies.
she got the medicine, the soap, and wow.
Please be sure to follow the distribution rules of the Congress. This is an essential structure of Comala, and a belief shared by all its inmates. Honor it.
Just as I suspected. These supplies belong to me now, Octavia. I'm free to use them however I please.
Ricoletta strides towards Ricardo, who's curled in a distant corner, clutching his head and his body trembling in silence.
Here, Eduardo. Take them.
But I haven't fulfilled my destiny yet.
Dude, you need your medication, man. You're not gonna do well.
These precious tablets and capsules, I can't accept them. They are gifts from fate. The die has placed them in your palm.
But I don't need them. You do.
Thank you, kind senorita.
The prisoner trembling stopped. He's blankly pinching his arm and if he's trying to distinguish the reality from dream. And all at once he snapped the medication from her hand and shoved it into his mouth.
Eduardo, what's wrong? Are you taking the medicine right now? There's no need to rush. There's plenty of it. You can have it all.
Por Dios, Eduardo! How could you squander fate's gifts like this? Kind señorita, please, give me the medication. I need it more than anyone else.
Oh wow, everybody's losing it.
No, I'm the one who needs the most. Give me the medication. I beg of you. With the protection of these amulets, I might finally be able to get a peaceful night's sleep. No more trembling floors and wailing ghosts.
Wow. The prisoner's sharp and struggled countless hand reaching towards the hapless rider, trying to snatch a small amount of pill. Observation.
Enough! Enough!
The blue glow spread through the room, forcing the prisoner to clutch their head and fall down to their knee. The rioters come to a abrupt halt.
You shouldn't have done that, Miss Recoleta. Your ignorant generosity could shatter the very basis of our survival.
This steps towards Eduardo, and now written in pain, picking up 2 stray captures scattered on his feet. He dissolved into a steam of avoiding sand, vanishing as it poured to her finger. Oh no, his medicine!
We have never had such chaos at the Congress. Understand this. We rely only on the randomness of fate to distribute supplies and assign responsibilities. If you disrupt the status quo, the entire system of the Panopticon will collapse beyond repair. It is only by respecting the arbitrariness of fate and adhering to the rules of the Die of Babylon that we have kept this place functioning all this time.
The Die of Babylon? Tell me, how did you know this name? Are you the one orchestrating this whole thing?
Recoleta, equally confused and furious, grabbed the hostess collar.
¿Podría ser? ¿Eres Aleph? Tal como sospechaba Verdun?
Let go of me, Miss Recoleta. Have you gone mad? The role of the die is absolutely random. I'm not orchestrating anything. Before the Congress began, I made an oath. I intend to keep it.
Please, calm down, Miss Recoleta. I think she's telling the truth.
Girls just think everyone is out left. Oh my god. She lets go of her grip as reality of the situation dawned on her.
Sorry, Octavia, but please, you have to tell me how you learned about the Die of Babylon. I must know. Only my pen pal and I should have any knowledge about this die.
I heard about it from the physician. He described it as a symbol of collective consciousness that we could harness to maintain immaculate order in the Panopticon.
So, yeah, it is fucking out left.
The Comala Congress was coined, iterated, and perfected by the physician based on this concept.
The physician again. Everything eventually leads back to him. Just as we suspected. I see.
Recoleta casts her eyes over the silent jaguar who has remained wordless from beginning to end, watching it unfold.
Jailer, we have to meet with the physician in person. Now.
As I've told you many times, Dr. Merlin is too busy at the moment.
He's always busy. Hello? Like, can this dude just take a break and talk to us, man?
I couldn't possibly trouble him over a novel and a pen pal. They are just fantasies.
Couldn't you make an exception? What if they're not just fantasies? What if they're tied to the very survival of this place?
Yeah.
Miss Recoleta said the Panopticon could collapse because of the Die of Babylon.
Are you seriously telling me you believe that nonsense?
I mean, it could happen.
It wasn't nonsense, nor are they fantasies. You saw with your own eyes how I won the die roll.
It was just a coincidence.
Oh my god, Jailer. No, it's not. Everything is according to her journal. It's happened. It's literally happened just like her journal. Like what she wrote in there. The Jailer words are as odd with the subtle motion of her eyes and face. The Foundation investigator seized the opportunity to apply pressure.
What if we present you with stronger evidence? To prove it's more than just a coincidence? If everything in the Panopticon proceeds according to Miss Recoleta's novel as she says, she should be able to predict what happens next, including the roll results of the absolutely random die. That's right. The Die of Babylon isn't random at all. It's nothing but a supercilious fraud veiled under the guise of fate, and an actor of the inescapable loop of history. And not one of you is paying attention to me whatsoever. Ugh, to hell with this era of ignoring unknown writers. Miss Recoleta, please make your prediction for the next inmate's die roll.
Okay.
This way, you can prove to Miss Jailer the irrefutable connection between Kamala and your novel, The Rise and Fall of Sanity. You finally remembered its name! Oh, what sweet balm to my spirit! Miss Octavia, please continue the Congress and let the next inmate perform their role. Then Miss Recoleta's statement will be proven true.
Okay, let's see the number. Minister of the Congress remain non-committal.
I appreciate the reminder. No matter the interruption, the Comala Congress must go on. Though not for Miss Recoleta's sake, of course. Next inmate, please.
Okay, here we go. Following the died designated order, the next prisoner step forward to roll.
Hello, inmate Garcia. You know what to do.
Okay, Garcia.
Of course.
La sexta cara. Un pilar roto. El flujo de la fortuna y la calamidad.
The sixth way, a broken pillar, a conflux of fortune and calamity.
So the result of the next roll will be a 6.
Okay, let's see if he got number 6. And he got number 6! A prophetic position plunges the Hall of New Encounter into breathless silence.
As fate reveals, the number is 6.
Just as Miss Recoleta predicted.
Wow.
That could still be a coincidence. Do it again.
Oh my god. No, it's not coincidence. Oh god. We have to prove to her.
La 13ª cara.
13th phase of bewildering condenser lacking a true beginning or end.
La cuarta cara.
Number 4 phase, drowning man used the last of his strength to swim safely, only to discover his mistake. Mirror for the surface of the water.
Confundido un espejo con la superficie del agua. La 17ª cara. Cojeaba hacia el distante oasis, solo para que la débil humedad y la inquietante quietud revelaran cruelmente que era un espejismo.
17th phase, he limped toward the distant oasis, only for a faint moisture and eerie stillness to cruelly reveal its mirage.
La sexta cara. Otro pilar roto con grietas idénticas a la última. Confirmó la hipótesis de la investigadora de paracausalidad.
The sixth phase.
Solía ser un edificio circular.
Sixth phase, another broken pillar with identical crack to the last. It's confirmed that para-casualties researcher hypothesis. This place used to be a circular building.
Is that enough? I've almost finished the entire chapter.
It's not possible.
Well, it is. It's literally from what she wrote in her novel. One coincidence after another begin to stir into an uproar. The coincidences appear endless.
Who are you?
I'm sorry if this comes as a shock to you, but I did warn you, Octavia. Now it's proven. The Die of Babylon is anything but the so-called randomness of fate.
Have you been sent here by some god? Or are you a hobby prophet? Have you brought this knowledge to save us? Or to shatter our beliefs? Our world?
Question destined never to need an answer. She let her eyes fall into a cardboard box and onto a 20-sided die. The ridiculousness of its nature becomes starkly visible.
What is this thing in my hand? What are we? What is this prison?
I don't know if it's some kind of sorcery or arcane skill, but it's unfathomable. I'll take you to the physician. Not because of your earlier request, but because the situation has escalated beyond my means.
Oh, we finally get to meet Outlaw.
The overseer of the Panopticon will decide how to handle your situation.
To be honest, Miss Recoleta, I wasn't sure you'd be able to correctly predict everything.
Timekeeper, are you saying that you risked everything on a hunch?
It worked, didn't it?
Come with me. Dr. Merlin's office is in the central tower.
Her part, the now vindicated writer followed the end of the line, letting her mind race like a bullet train. In the sixth version of my novel, everyone in town died because of Die of Babylon, for only death can close to Google history.
Y carcelero, eres el empleado del banco, ¿verdad?
Angelo, you're the bank clerk, right?
Entonces, al final, también sufrirás un colapso como el empleado del banco, cuando se da cuenta de que él y el pescador de dunas son la misma persona.
In the end, will you also have a meltdown like the Clanker does when he realized that he and the Dune Skater are the same person?
If all of this is tied to the rise and fall of sanity, then as its creator, I will get to the bottom of this.
Wow. Everything happened just like her novel. That's crazy revelation.